2 Morning Show.
Good evening and welcome. And is everything? Everything's out.
Oh no.
Everything is completely out, video-wise. Well, this is bad news.
Is this just an OBS problem?
This is terrible news.
Guys, we're not sure what's happening.
Well,
right
boys
now.
and girls, we have completely videoed out. Now,
They
Amanda
see us?
Hugginkiss says, I see you.
Okay, because we can't see
We can't see us.
us.
So can you see, if you can see us and we can't see us, that's fine. I'm okay with not seeing us.
Okay.
All right. My lost interest says, quick, April, get topless.
No.
Douchey Nazi says ROTC had problems. Did they really, or is that the old ROTC did it first? Were they having problems with OBS today?
I guess it's the... it's
Okay,
just a
fair
joke.
enough. Could you see the flames, the open, the whole thing?
It's impossible to see anything right now. This is frustrating.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
It's what is it? I'm used to radio.
That's true.
So this is okie dokie. We just can't see ourselves. Maybe not. I thought Ryobi was going to call and give us an update. I was all hooked up to the system, too. Son of a...
Well, I hope we look okay.
Scarface says Rumble crapped out at the end of the morning show. That's not good.
Oh.
Aristocrat King Yeti says we're okay with not seeing you, Aaron.
But it sounds like you can.
But it sounds like you can. Okay. Well, look, we'll make it work tonight. I'm assuming that everything I click on then is fine. So if I want to bring stuff up, it'll be great. I just won't be able to see it on OBS. Great. I'm taking the audience's word for it. We look fantastic tonight. Thank you.
Why would it do this?
Well, I will say this. I had Chrome problems earlier. I'll definitely restart this computer.
Okay.
And Chrome completely crashed. I had a Chrome crash. And so I reset Chrome, and I don't know if I dicked something up when I did that. All I know is I have my Mountain Man scent from Reed Street Soap Company.
Can't stop smelling it, can
And
you?
I can't wait to start using my Mountain Man shea butter, mango butter, cocoa butter. Wait a minute.
Cocoa butter.
Hold on a minute.
It's about time. That's my favorite
Is
scent.
this going to enlarge my lips? Needed to.
Does it enlarge everything?
I could use it to enlarge everything, quite frankly. If it could thicken up a few other parts.
I think you're doing just fine.
That would be okie do. I keep hearing that.
Yeah.
Everyone says
I bet
that.
you do.
You ever get paranoid about a party and everyone says nice things about it and you go, you're all lying to me.
We can't all be wrong.
But you understand, you understand where I'm coming from. You've probably felt that way about yourself.
Yes. There
People
are
say nice
multiple parts
things.
of me that I hate.
And people will go, God, fucking nice. And you'll just be like, you're full of shit. You're all part of a conspiracy. We all turn into the warden from Shawshank. We go, it's a conspiracy. And everyone's in on it.
Yeah.
Even her. You throw the pebble and it goes right through Raquel Welch's fucking fuzzy bottoms there.
I'm not inclined to believe most compliments I receive.
No, me neither. I don't believe them until I feel them. Right.
That's most things for you.
Like if people go, Aaron, you have stunning eyes. I go, that's spot on.
You do.
I
You have
do.
the most pretty hazel eyes of all time.
I have very pretty hazel eyes. Not only that, I have a very expressive face, which some would say is charismatic and charming. I have no problem with that compliment. But then any compliments about anything body related,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're fucking insane. Except my shoulders. I'll accept shoulder compliments.
Your shoulders are pretty great.
Anything above
Very
my
broad.
anything above my tits, I'll accept.
I don't accept most compliments either.
That's fine.
Physically.
Yeah, like if April says, you got a good dick. I'm like, you lying whore, who put you up to this? Did
Well,
Crazy Willie put you up to
wait.
this? And she goes, I'm afraid I don't know, Crazy Willie, sir. I'm dead serious about this.
If you're not going to believe me, who will you believe? For God's sake.
I don't know. I don't know who I'll believe. There's many people over the years I could have believed. And you know what I tell them? You fucking weirdo. That's a you problem.
You're so bad with compliments. All of them. You don't take them in stride.
Yeah, people say, oh, you got, no, you know what? Here's another compliment I'll take. Oh, man, you got nice big hands. I'm like, I sure fucking do.
You have huge hands.
Gigantic hands.
Can palm a lot of stuff with those.
I can palm a fucking midget and I can chuck him all the way across the street. You wouldn't believe it.
Careful.
There's only one way to find out you can do that, and that's to pick up a dense little fucker, pick him up by the head, and just wing him.
I wish they still did midget bowling at Stoney's. Isn't that where that was?
They still do that.
What?
Oh, from time to time he'll bring that in, sure.
If you don't take me to one of those,
I will listen,
I'm going to
hillbilly.
feel left out.
Listen, redneck, I will take you to midget bowling anytime.
Well, thank God.
Don't you worry. Yeah, I'm just I'm staring at my Reed Street soap. Promo code KikiBucks to get 15% off your Reed Street soap. Mountain Man scent is fantastic. I can't wait to rub Mountain Man all over my torso
me either.
and body. I'm excited to rub.
It's my favorite one.
Shea
I
butter,
told you.
mango butter, cocoa butter. We could do without the last one. I don't know many
I love
mountain men
cocoa
who
butter.
associate with cocoa butter.
I use cocoa butter all the time.
All right, and then what's this one? A wilderness wash. Smells like I'm rubbing pine cones all over my dick. Lovely. Ricada Law, starting off with $10, says, we see you. Try and make some Asa jokes. Very fresh. Asa Hutchinson, who you may or may not know used to be the governor of Arkansas, also dropped out of the Republican primary race recently.
Didn't even know he was running.
I guess he's not the Asa politics.
God damn, I can't.
That's, you know?
I feel like you ran through all of them today.
All right.
I can't even.
I didn't do that one this morning.
No, that is new.
We could do it like late night joke setup. If we do it that way, maybe it'll be better. Former Arkansas governor Asa Hutchinson dropped out of the presidential race recently. I guess he wasn't the ace of winning prime. Oh, no, can't say ace of because his name's Asa. Son of a bitch. Cut. Fuck it.
You have to say Asa.
I guess he's not the Asa winning primaries.
I don't know if you'd Asa anything right now.
The only thing he's going to Asa is a driver's test.
If that.
There we go. Not very fresh.
No, you were killing me with those. Today.
Aristocrat King Yeti says, I hate you now, Rackets. See, now they've turned on him. If I can take my minuscule audience and I can cause it to turn on Nick using nothing but his own words, I am not going to encourage. In fact, I would never discourage anyone from listening. I would encourage them to listen. And then I want his own words and actions and behaviors to cost him admiration. I don't want to do it myself.
I understand.
I just want to be the conduit to which he decides to open up. I like it when people start feeling comfortable and letting people see another side of themselves and then watching people wholesale reject that side of that person.
It's so mean, though.
I know, but it's so
hurtful.
funny. It's so fun to watch someone get confident.
Get a little cocky.
And then, take that for a walk.
Yeah.
And then have people outwardly go, don't ever fucking do that again. It's like when you get a nice hat and you like it a lot. And you're like, I can't wait to go wear this hat. And then everyone calls you the gay F word when you wear it.
I did that recently.
See?
I had a nice cowboy hat.
And everyone went, "Arr." Like I'm excited. I have that new shirt of mine I've worn once or twice. I love that shirt.
Which one?
The very shiny, the loud shirt. My loud shirt.
I love that shirt.
I love that shirt. It's my favorite shirt.
I can't wait till you wear it again.
But you wear it out sometimes and people will look at you and go, "Arr." And you
It's just because they can't wear it. That's all. That's what I think.
Tell you what, the boys at the gym, when I showed them pictures of the Las Vegas trip, they thought that shirt was aces. Aces. They thought it was aces.
Well, that should tell you a lot, though. It's all the people who think they can't wear it.
You know who likes it?
I hate that you do it.
Jeb thought it was cool.
Jeb liked
Jeb
it?
loved it.
You're kidding.
Jeb's a drunk.
Is he a drunk?
Well, he's like 21. Of course,
he just looks like a farm kid, I guess.
He's 21 years old. They're all drunks.
That's
at that
true.
Age. I got him hooked on taking a fight on the same card as me because here's how I sold him. I go, hey, listen, kid. I go, you take that fight. I'll be your trainer for that fight, and then I'll fight later in the night, and then afterwards we'll go out drinking.
I love that idea.
And he goes, really? I go, yeah, we'll go get fucked up after the fights.
Wow, good for him. Good for you.
Have one of our more degenerate friends maybe just expose old Jeb to the most disgusting parts of that city. Who knows?
I suppose.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Ryan the Garbage Man says, April, you look very pretty tonight. That's very kind.
Thank you, Ryan.
Aaron, fix your hair, dipshit.
It's hard to fix your hair when you can't see. It's a fucking blank screen. It's
I look great
me.
tonight.
You do look nice. That's one of my favorite shirts.
Wonderful.
It's a good color.
Red Fox Mad with $9.99 says, I remember how mad Gary would get when you went to the studio at night to do the evening show on Twitch. Oh, he hated that. When we did that fun little evening show we used to do just for funsies before we had to do this for money. Yeah, Gary thought that. Oh, man, he got so mad.
Wasn't that the time he said all that shit about me?
Oh, yeah, he said terrible things about you.
Boy, was that
Called
bad.
you flat-chested.
He, not only that, he
that was the one that stuck.
Things.
That was the one that stuck with me the most.
Yeah, that stuck with me too, because now I believe I don't have any tits. And then, since that day, really. And then he proceeded to call me at our comedy show.
And apologize.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the comedy shows that he and Morgan never went to, but were like the
Right.
biggest things the station had going?
He was on the phone with me for 45 minutes insisting he had no idea who he was, or who I was, and how sorry he was for the things he apparently
I would believe
said.
that he had no idea who he was either. I would have believed that, too.
I hope he doesn't know who he is.
Gary
Not
Hoppy
very
is
nice.
retarded. I love that somebody used the Paul Dano 12 Years a Slave picture and named themselves Ronnie, first name, Garun, last name.
You have to be careful with that one.
And he did say when his first comment in the chat was, the patty roller gets you. You stupid fuck.
Classic.
Douchey Nazi says, Gino needs bolt bucks, damn it. I'm sorry, I don't run these things. I apologize.
Wait.
Hobo Chili Recipe says you're dressed like you do door-to-door sales on couch insurance.
Well, do you? Maybe you do. He moonlights.
Mick Marshall says Asa is too conservative for this country. He should be called Asa-based.
Yikes, you guys. These are all painful.
That was too good. I like that one. Asa-based.
Asa-based.
Asa-based. Magic 8 Ball says, R.I.P. David Chandler. Oh, no, I hope David Chandler didn't die. If David Chandler died, that's too bad. If he didn't die, he should contribute a shitload of money to this program to let us know he's still alive.
I hope he put this show in his will.
I really do. I don't care, man. I'll split it with like Brennan and all those guys.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Why
give
not?
a shit.
It seems like there's a fortune there.
I'll split it with Brennan and Patrick and all those guys. I don't give a shit.
Did we decide what Chandler does for a living yet?
I would romantically, I would like to think he sells cocaine.
I hope so. I hope he just has the best life he could.
He might be like a wealthy farmer or something, but
No.
I hope he sells coke.
Not the way he slings money around.
I hope I'm responsible for some kind of money laundering. That's what I hope.
At the end of your life, that's what you hoped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scarface says, I want Kyle Rittenhouse to go to prison for life now because Rackets restarted the Asia bit, or the Asa bit. Well, I mean, I don't really think that gives Nick a punishment for restarting it. You're just sending Kyle Rittenhouse to prison.
Right. What did Kyle do?
Yeah, like he's rich now. He goes to rich people prison.
Yep.
He doesn't have to worry about real prison. Sid Saraf says, DC doesn't like us anymore. Sad. What?
What happened?
David Chandler doesn't like us, or he's dead? Which one? I've heard both now. Sid, fill us in.
So is he dead or dead to us?
Yeah, which one is it?
What happened?
I need to know if he's dead or dead to us. That's the important thing. By the way, 2:35 away from 9:30 tonight. Thank you very much. All the links are in the chat. Thank you very much. Sid Saraf says, how much to ban the 12 Years a Slave song? Knock out tonight, and I'll ban the 12 Years a Slave song.
Fine.
There.
But it's such a fun one.
Senior Snatch says couch insurance sounds legit. I mean, who doesn't want a little coverage? You know?
Does it cover Davenports?
Who doesn't want a little coverage on their couch? Hulkamasha Baby says Chandler's going to give you dirty drug money and MS-13 is going to find you. Oh, no.
Can't do that.
That's not good. MN Viking says Minnesota at Wisconsin at Minnesota basketball, 41-40. Gophers down by 1 in the second half. Wisconsin ranked 13th in the nation. Would be a big win for Minnesota. It would. I would love that, but the Gophers have lost 3 in a row now.
Oh, okay.
So we've cooled down. We got off
we were hot, right?
We got off to a really good start, and then we're shit in the bed. Back to the middle, kind of. I mean, we were never as good as we were playing, but we're not as bad as we've been, so it's just kind of...
We're not as good as we once were.
But we're as good once as we ever were. Oh, David Chandler in the chat letting us know he's dead. Okay, well, there you go.
Well, it's nice to have confirmation.
Thank you thank you for confirming it, David. I appreciate that. I have to say, maybe one of the co-owners of the program.
Yes.
Because Sid Saraf has been fucking killing it.
That guy, he should almost have a logo somewhere.
So I don't know. It's David, it's Sid. I have, do I have dual loyalties or can I appreciate them both?
I think you can appreciate it.
I just don't want them to ever have to make me choose between the two of them.
Sid is definitely my favorite Indian prince.
Yes, he is an Indian prince. And David is a mysterious rogue.
We don't know much about him.
I like the mystery of David Chandler. Now, I will say, Greg Arias says Chandler wasn't impressed with the hot tub segment. Now, see, that makes me feel like shit.
That's mean. That was a really fun time. Are you kidding me?
I had a great time. That was a lot of fun. If it's not good enough for David, we will redo it.
And you're only getting more buff, so the next hot tub stream is going to be amazing.
Not if you keep me out of the gym this much.
No, I'm very much looking forward to the gym tomorrow.
Okay. Because I got to be getting in there 4 days a week, and I got in twice last week. Not good. Oh, not good.
We're going back.
All right, guys. Let's do a great show tonight. We have plenty to talk about. We got to cover this New Hampshire primary. You might want to say your goodbyes to Nikki Haley.
That's okay.
It's not looking good.
I don't know if she's ever looked good.
20% reporting. Trump is up by over 6 points at the moment. He's beating Nikki Haley 52.7 to 46.4. Ron DeSantis, who dropped out recently, has 0.6% of the vote. So it's down to Trump and Haley.
How do you feel if you're her? You've got to just basically feel like this is over, right? Or do you not?
I feel like the system that hates Trump will just keep funding her and funding her and funding her and keep giving her money to run against him as long as possible.
Okay.
Only because if she drops out now after this, it's almost 10 full months. It's 9.5 full months of Donald Trump just getting to dunk on Joe Biden all day, every day.
Which I'm okay with.
And I'm sure Donald Trump would love that too.
I'm here for it.
But if there's no Republican challenger for Trump to run against, then it's just free shot after free shot after free shot against Joe Biden. So I think the powers that be will try to keep Nikki Haley in there as long as she'll go.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Haley couldn't get enough Dems to register for her. Ronnie, you're probably right. I mean, New Hampshire is what they call an open primary, so Democrats can vote in it.
Yep.
So all the Democrats can come in and vote for Nikki Haley. And fuck up Trump.
And they would.
And they would, and they are, and it's not going to matter because Trump is still up by 6 points right now with 20% reporting.
We'll keep an eye on it.
We'll see how that goes. $5 from Senior Snatch says, I like the idea of rewatching Big Money Rustlers. Juggalo Night was fun. Well, we'll do the other one. We watched Big Money Hustlers, right?
I think that was the one. I always confuse them.
Then we'll watch Big Money Rustlers.
That was a lot of fun.
Which will be the next one. Yeah, we'll do
right
another.
Right up to us struggling to do the face makeup for an hour before the show.
No, well, for sure. We'll do the
we'll
do an ICP night again. Absolutely. That was a great time.
I can't believe I'm in a place in my life where I'm just kind of cool doing all that silly shit.
Oh, yeah.
There would have been a day where I would have been very embarrassed to go on camera like that.
Well, now look how far you've come. Look at the milestones.
Sounds like a song.
Look at the milestones you've reached in your life. It's actually a very good song. You know who sings it?
The Let's See How Far We've Come song?
Yeah.
God damn it. I know the song. I can sing it.
It's going to be so good. Let's see how far we've...
Yeah,
That's a good song. Do you like that song?
It's okay.
Yeah, you like that song. It's a good song, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
cool. I'm glad you like that song.
Oh, no.
Go on record as saying, I like Let's See How Far We've Come.
I don't know if I want to.
But no, do you like the song? Don't lie. Just be honest.
It's catchy.
It's a catchy song. You like it, right?
Sure.
Yeah, you know who sings that song? I backed the chat up purposely so you couldn't see people spoiling it.
Oh, who sings it? I don't know.
I'll give you a hint.
I know the song. I don't know who sings it.
He may have written the song.
Is it Rob Thomas?
It's Matchbox 20. Yes!
Oh, God, no.
You like a Matchbox 20 song. And it's one of my least favorite Matchbox 20 songs.
I feel sick as if I've betrayed myself.
Oh, that is fantastic.
It's a catchy song. I hate that it was him.
I absolutely love that you like a Matchbox 20 song.
Enjoy it. It's going to be the only one.
That makes me so happy. I got to put up a few clips this week. I've been so busy this week. I've got to put up Yeah, I've got a bunch of notes here that
show notes are very funny.
Remarkably inappropriate. I got to put up Chad rejecting us for an interview. I got to put that clip up.
Yep.
I've got to put the Lemmy Gino clip up from Monday. I want to get that one up.
Okay.
And the Chad Melton clip up from Monday. So I've got, and a Kate, I got to put Kate Meany and Lemmy fighting with each other. Chad turning us down, Lemmy and Gino, and Chad and Melton. Those are the clips I have to get up.
I see a trend with those.
Yeah. We'll start tomorrow. Chad's back.
Yep.
Chad got some pussy. Chad fucked his neighbor. You want to hear about that tonight?
I mean, kind of.
Okay, we're going to hear about Chad fucking his neighbor.
I'm going to sneeze quick, but I'm listening.
I'll tell you why we've gotten back into Chad clips and stuff like that. We've both kind of developed a new affinity for Chad because we kind of get him and we put him in his proper place, in his proper position. It's why I kind of find Patrick so cute, because you just know what he is and he thinks that people don't know what he is. And you can kind of enjoy him for the buffoon that he is. Chad, it's more like you're sitting back and watching the character and you're going, Chad's almost like Perry in a way.
Oh, Perry Caravello?
Yeah. Chad's a little like Perry.
He gets angry in the same way.
Yeah, in that you're like, this person is not in control of what they're doing, so let's enjoy watching it.
It's almost like people are pulling his little puppet strings.
Exactly.
Yes. He doesn't understand.
So
I
want to get all the Lemmy stuff and the Kate stuff out there, all the Chad stuff, all that. And then we have the reason I'm getting into all this Chad stuff again is because My Lost Interest, I can't say it enough. I sound like I'm just sucking the guy's dick all the time. My Lost Interest does such a fun job with those clips on all those shows that I can't stop watching them. He makes it so much fun.
I think he's the only way I can watch those clips.
And that's why we started getting into it with those kind of shows in the first place. It was fun. It was a good time. It was comedic. When they all started getting crazy and I'm going to dox you and I'm going to give your things out and this and that, I'm going to talk to your exes and stuff like that. It's like, okay, you guys don't know how to do this like in a fun way. You guys are insane. You guys don't know how to regulate this shit.
They did not want to play with us.
They did not want to play with us.
Way.
No, they wanted to go fucking ape shit, and it's insane to me.
Yes.
Rakeda Law says, did someone say Great Malenko? One of the best ICP albums. I can't commit to it being the absolute best.
No.
I'd have to go back and look.
I like a few individual songs, unironically.
Thank you, Curtis Versus, for becoming a member for 20 goddamn months. Good evening, Lemmy. Good to see you. A lot of the OGs checking in tonight.
I like seeing them all here.
Hobo Chili Recipe says, wow, when you lifted your hands above your head, your side boob jiggled. I was having fun.
I swear to Christ, you don't have side boob. There's not boob.
Thank you.
Anywhere.
As a man, that feels really good to hear.
There is nothing there, but lovely peck meat.
That is peck meat. Evan, even more, becoming a member for his 10th month, says, new Ed and Michelle tonight. Look, guys, we knock out everything. We nail everything tonight. We got time for Chad fucking his neighbor. We got time for Ed and Michelle. We've got time for all kinds of shit on tonight's show. Rusty Grammer says, Lemmy, you are trending on X from your Hell in a Cell gimmick, brother. Very cool.
That's kind of cool.
DJ Disco says, I've seen a recent interview of Matchbox 20, and I'm pretty sure they're all gay now.
This does not surprise me in the slightest.
Little Lemmy says, I laid her out, brother, just like you taught me. Me? I taught you how to lay out Kate Meany?
Yes. Have you ever seen yourself lay anyone out?
Am I good at I know I'm good at that.
You're very good at it. Yes.
Oh. Wait, so Lemmy's giving me credit for...
I think so.
I'll take it. Hobo Chili says Matchbox 20 is always playing when it's hot and steamy of man musk. Gino over for some cuddling.
Why is that such a bad thing?
Hey, Mikey, becoming a member for his 5th month, says, golly, how time flies. Thank you.
When do you think we can get those two back here? Because I miss them.
Gino and Keanu?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have an idea. Okay. What do you think?
I fucking love it.
Do they enjoy that kind of a bash?
You've just made my heart so happy.
We said swingers party.
No, lip readers will disagree with you.
That's what I said. I
Quit
said
it.
swingers party.
Oh, so it's going to be at, what was that place? Two Creeks?
Yeah, two Creeks. Yeah.
What is that, Swing Fest? Or am I getting it wrong?
Stock.
Swing Stock.
Swing Stock.
Where you're going to be Mr. Swing Stock?
I want to be Mr. Swing Stock.
Why is that such a tongue twister? I can't see.
And then I want to gift the trophy to Patrick Melton. That's what I want to do.
Dedicate it to him.
I want to dedicate it to Patrick Melton because he wants very much to be me and kind of that life and that he lives vicariously through me.
Yeah.
So I figure if he could have that trophy, I'd be doing him a great favor and it would make him smile.
Be doing him real solid for sure.
Yeah. Only solid thing on him.
No, don't invite him. I can't see that man naked all weekend. No, thank you.
How about for a couple of minutes?
No, thank you. I'd rather die.
Balls Deep says Chad would come on the show to show gay porn. Yeah.
No, he wouldn't, though. He already said no.
Mel Gibson, after 12 beers, says Chad is Kate Meany with a more ruptured anus.
I didn't know such a thing existed.
I did. I was not aware of such things. $4.99 from Red Fox Mad says Aaron's new favorite song. Okay. What's my new favorite song? Stacy's Brother. I'm skipping ahead.
She's a part of the cheer team. Top of her class and she's prom queen.
What is this?
I don't know. Not good.
I'm not getting my fucking channel muted or popped or whatever for this gay song.
That looked like some real gay shit.
That was some old gay shit, bro. Thank you, though, Red Fox Mad. We appreciate the $5.
I'm sure you'll look at it later.
I'm trying to catch up with the chat on tonight's show, and then we got to get into a lot of stuff tonight. Stevie J says Aaron definitely has side boob. That's the only reason I watch.
Is it tasteful at least?
I hope so. Lemmy says, fuck no, not you, nerd. Rusty. Oh, so I wasn't the one who taught her to take people down.
Oh, wow. I really would have assumed she was giving credit to you, actually.
I appreciate that massive amount of disrespect I've just been handed.
Yeah, that was actually kind of mean. She could have let you believe it was you.
You could have just lied to me. Instead, you decided to be honest and hurt my feelings in a really, in a very real way.
I guess real friends are honest with you, right?
Yes. Balls Deep gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, buddy. Michael Franklin. Rakeda Law, Dumb Beard, Todd Pemper,
wow.
16 Hunsab, all getting memberships. Thank you very much.
Very cool.
Makes it a 215 kind of a thing. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
Sid Saraf says it was funny. Aaron had made peace with no overtime this morning and then got flustered.
That.
Johnny and I were like, we'll miss by $1.30. We'll take a half hour off. What are you going to do?
MSO gets a big win.
MSO gets a nice win for himself. He's got to get those every once in a while.
Yeah, he's got to keep his confidence up.
Yeah, we've had a great month.
Yep.
So, fuck it. Let's take a $130 L caller a day. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 everything gets knocked out and we go an extra half hour. Thank you, Sid.
Thanks, guys.
Very kind
thank you,
of you.
Sid.
Matt Field says, with how much diarrhea spewing out of your mouth, there's no rhyme for anything?
There's no rhyme?
There's no rhyme.
We're sorry for the no rhyme.
Hobo Chili says, Aaron, the guy at the swingers party that just sits in the corner with a short pants while everybody else has fun.
No.
I jumped right into the swingers parties.
Knowing you the way I would, he'd be the guy who's like, let's do this shit.
Mildly inappropriate.
Mildly inappropriate.
Mildly inappropriate. I was like, I want the one that's crying.
You would too. That's the worst part.
I'll cheer her up.
No.
Get her over here.
You see it as like a personal victory. Oh, no.
You see the one crying? Here, this won't hurt as much as whatever's bothering you emotionally.
Oh, not enough hugs from Dad usually.
Oh, usually that's exactly what it is. Sid Saraf says Lemmy is a feelings herder. Oh, no. She herds feelings. Mo Green says, Patrick Tomlinson said you aren't funny. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to know.
I think I'm at peace with that one. Yule Gibbons with $10 says, have some more money. Wow, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sid Saraf with $19.99 says, let's go.
Thank
okay, well, let's call it $195 then for tonight. Very cool. Thank you, everybody, for your generosity. We're all caught up in the chat. Let's go ahead and make sure I don't have to say any more thank yous. But I do.
Oh, you do?
Your cut of the profits for the hats, LOL, plus a little extra. Lemmy with $30. Wow, I really didn't sell a lot of hats, did I? Sorry. Well,
not enough loaf piggy hats.
Thank you. Yeah, buy your loaf piggy hats at Streamlabs. Balls deep. Put the damn thing up there, would you?
Help the man out. We can't see anything.
Help me out. Only 165 away for tonight. Jesus, you guys.
It's going fast. Thank you so
The
much.
rest of you want to just throw in there and be done with this and call it a day? Yule Gibbons with another $10 says, Sid trying to big dick me, doubling my dono. I'll show you, goddammit. Yeah, you see that, guys? They're fighting each other over who's got the biggest dono, and that's only $20. Lemmy did 30. I bet you guys can't beat that.
I like that kind of fight.
Yeah, that's a great, for a show that lives on donations, that's a wonderful fight to have.
I'd encourage it.
Oh, all the time. I encourage you guys to fight each other and hurt each other and harm each other, trying to give us all of your money. Thank you. MSO says, I give up. Don't give up. It's 155 and it's very early yet. You can still get a win.
Never give up.
We were at 130 for a long time this morning. Oh, wait, bad example. We ended up
Isn't that frustrating? It's the lowest thing in the world and it just sits there.
Ronnie, last name Garun, says Lemmy donating her pimp earnings from slapping Meanie around. What an honest thing. You know, I have no idea how many hats she sells or anything else.
Right.
And like she just honestly just contributes to the show, the hat, part of the hat stuff.
Oh, she just said it's your cut, so I'm sure that she sold quite a bit more than that.
She does not have to do that.
Nope.
I want to say it again. Does not have to do that.
Yeah, that was your effort. That's fine.
Little Lemmy gear, streamlabs.com/Little Lemmy/merch. There you go.
Thank you.
/merch. All right, guys. Thank you very much for an incredible Jesus fuck.
An incredible Jesus fuck.
An incredible Jesus fuck. $100 right off the bat tonight. Thank you guys very much. Gray Idol says, Lemmy's steel toe hats look great. I'm going to get the black one, as you should. Streamlabs.com/Little Lemmy/merch. Okay.
I hear the black one is bigger than the rest of them.
You know, that's really fucking racist.
Why?
Really racist.
No, it's just like actually just bigger than the rest of the styles.
It's a racial stereotype, and I'm not here for it.
I wasn't being racist.
I'm all about racial equality. I think anyone who's listening to this program for any modicum of time knows that I am all about racial equality, racial dignity, and racial purity.
I bet you are. And
Especially
another
that
life
last
somewhere.
One. King Yeti says, Aaron, where do I send the flowers for your hairline's funeral?
It hasn't moved. Tell them it hasn't moved.
To talk that way about someone you admire. Why would you do such a thing? 24% of the vote reporting Donald Trump still has a 6.5-point lead over CIA-sponsored Nikki Haley. There you go. Matt Fields with $5 says burning coal confirmed. Uh-oh, not only a swinger, but the kind that makes your dad not want to talk to you.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
That's no good. They're calling it. I always know it's time to get a haircut when the chat starts calling me Spider Brat.
Was that Corey that started that?
I think it might have been Corey, but as soon as Spider Brat starts, I got to go get a haircut.
That's fair.
Kane J, over under 3 years before he goes bald.
Wow.
I'll take the over on that one.
I will too. I mean,
I'm going to take the over on the 3 years.
Your hair hasn't moved since
April keeps saying that, and I don't know if she really means it or she's trying to convince herself.
Look at your high school pictures. Look at them.
Hasn't moved much.
It's the same hair.
Hasn't moved much.
It's just a wild hairline you were blessed with.
Scarface says, yes, Corey started Spider Brat. Best contribution he ever made. Ooh, that's kind of a cheap shot. Is the crown balding yet? Nope. Crown is not balding. Oh, I guess we can't see it, but it's not.
I don't like this. It makes me feel like this isn't going.
Trucker 18-wheeler says 13% of hats commit 50% of the crime. See now why.
And it's only the black ones.
Ronnie, last name Garun, says that hairline goes a full Paul Reiser in a year.
His hair moved like crazy. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's a national treasure though.
So is his hairline.
Yes. All right, guys. An even 150. Thank you very much for your generosity. Does it tickle your forehead in a breeze? Says Balls Deep. So now this whole segment's going to now be about my hair.
But it's about you. Doesn't it feel good? Don't you love the attention?
I can't tell you how much it humbles me. My Lost Interest says, Aaron, your hair will eventually match your mother's father's hair. Ooh. Okay. Is that a hard and fast rule? Because my hairline looks like the people on my dad's side's hairline.
Well, see, now that's probably worse, right?
And my grandpa did end up bald on my mom's side. But I don't know how he lost it.
Man, I think you just kind of shave it if it starts going away.
Rincewind, Aaron, your hairline looks like a satellite view of Long Island on Google Maps. That's brilliant. I got to take a look. Hold on. Long Island.
Oh, no.
Google Maps. You know, a little bit. If this is the front, no.
I don't see it.
I mean, if you take the split here, no, it should be inverted. Like there should be something going down the middle here,
I agree.
And then these two sides are like back here.
Because you have a widow's peak.
Yeah, I would have to be like it's got to be your bowl. I believe. More hobo chili recipe without missing a beat. More like Fire Island.
Oh.
See, that's where
At least they didn't say Epstein.
That's where all the homosexuals are. Is on Fire Island.
And the non-music festivals.
President,
right?
No, you're thinking of something different.
Oh, am I thinking of something different?
No, April.
That's
no,
Fire
no.
Festival.
You've never heard of Fire Island?
I don't know.
I remember, I think there's a Bill Maher joke where he said, those pants are Fire Island gay.
See, I've heard that expression. Maybe I'm confused.
Fire Island is
Oh, no.
It's a place where the homosexuals go.
I didn't know.
Here, we'll look it up for you. Ready?
I don't know if I need to see it.
What is Fire Island? And Google just spits back at you, gay.
That looks peaceful.
Oh, yeah, peaceful. P-I-E. What is special about Fire Island? Best known for its miles of pristine beaches, centuries-old maritime forest, laid-back vibe by day, vibrant scene by night, and its two wildly popular LGBTQ plus vacation destinations, Cherry Grove and the Fire Island Pines.
Wow.
So
I'm happy that there are destinations for those people.
If you don't like walking around in public and seeing people sucking dick, you might not want to go out at night in Fire Island.
Come on.
Hobo Chili says, April, they made a movie about Fire Island. Spoiler alert, lot of rear entry.
I hope there's lots of lube at least.
People are saying that Trump has been declared the winner in New Hampshire. I have not seen this confirmed yet. Right now, he's up 7 points.
Okay.
With 25% of the vote reporting. So we'll keep our eye on that. But, I mean, I really do have a sneaking suspicion that whoever the money person is, and I'm guessing it's establishment people, whoever funds Nikki Haley is going to keep her going as long as they can so that Trump doesn't have a clear path at Biden for 9 months.
They need someone to screw it up for him.
DJ Disco says, yes, it's confirmed. All right. Well, the AP just called it literally as I was looking at it, because I was looking at an Associated Press poll. Trump has won New Hampshire. He has beaten Nikki Haley. I mean, she can quit any time now.
She might as well. Like you've said many times now, I don't know anyone but save one person who likes her.
I literally know one person who has told me with a straight face, I like Nikki Haley.
And he's a bisexual Jew?
He's a bisexual Jew, so he doesn't
But he's lovable.
What the fuck is going on? All right, let's go and check this out real quick, and then we'll get on to some other things. Apparently, a bunch of people got together on the National Mall this week and decided they would try to play hockey.
Really?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Nope, I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to go we're talking like the Washington Monument and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Going on that frozen water and getting a little, like a Wayne and Garth pickup game of hockey going. Now, first of all, it sounds like a fucking cool idea.
I would like it. If
Yeah.
I could play ice hockey, that'd be fun.
It sounds really awesome. It's just that it's remarkably illegal. And look at the Grand Theft Auto 3, like 3-star treatment they give you for when you play ice hockey on the National Mall. Let's take a look.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
They literally chase you off with a helicopter.
That would make me shit my pants.
Oh, yeah. See, I would go, if I were one of them, I'd just grab the puck and score a goal quick before everybody ran off.
Right, be that last cool guy.
Yeah, last cool guy to score a goal. Yeah, let's taunt the gunship.
They start firing.
Watch them they just start mowing down the kids. They're just like, it's a heightened sense of security here in Washington. They just start mowing them down with whatever caliber guns you've got on the side of a helicopter.
This seems like overkill, though. A little bit.
I mean, you'd think they could just send some security people
ice.
out. Yeah, you'd think you could send some armed police out there and just be like, hey, boys, clear out of here, please.
And I think they would.
Yeah.
The helicopter thing is terrifying.
Right.
Just like that getting close to you and like flying snow everywhere. And
gets your attention, though. You get the fuck off the National Mall and you stop playing hockey.
That's true.
It works. Hey, bro, they want you to leave. You know the whole helicopter stirring up the snow and blowing it in your face thing? That's supposed to be a not so subtle hint.
I'd probably get out of there.
That you're supposed to, get the fuck out.
That would be so obnoxious. You're in skates too, so you can't just like get away. You have to change. You have to at least take the skates off or change your shoes.
Yeah, you're not gonna outrun the government helicopter.
It's like duly upsetting.
Yeah. More security here than at the Capitol riot, says Burnt. Yeah, they didn't have a chopper on January 6th.
Wow. No kidding. And these are just some people playing ice hockey.
These were just some kids playing ice hockey. January 6th had been planned for weeks.
I mean, our priorities are clearly in line.
They knew a shitload of people were going to be there. They would know. They hired a lot of the FBI agents.
And had a lot less security on property.
Yeah. Like that one police officer said, it's almost like they were set up.
I don't get it.
Strange.
Seems weird.
Rane, last name Garun, calling this one Chicago Blackhawk Down.
That works.
I like that.
I liked it.
Chicago Blackhawk Down. I'm a fan. That's a good line. Yeah, but that should be expected.
Yeah.
Like you go on the National Mall to play hockey like an asshole, you're gonna get less than ceremoniously thrown out of there.
Yeah, I just wouldn't have pictured a helicopter. I don't think anyone had that on their bingo card that day.
Chevrolet JB says, been bald since high school. It's not that bad. Well, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, but you've had probably a lot of time to adjust to it. That guy. Right? Uh-oh.
He's trying to make me feel better.
Oh. Do you feel better?
So, no, not after what you said. You go, oh, well, he's had a long time to adjust to it, meaning when I go bald, I'm going to need more time to adjust to it.
I'm crossing my fingers you don't go bald.
Your lips to God's ears. That's what I'm hoping for as well. 150 is the number, boys and girls. Go ahead and finish that pesky number off. Hit like, hit subscribe, share the show. We love it when people discover Steel Toe. And let me be honest with you. With the content we've done and the strikes we've gotten and the attention we've gotten, YouTube ain't exactly throwing us out in the algorithm these days. So make sure you hit like and you share the program. We appreciate that. I don't like Gretchen Whitmer.
Okay.
The governor of Michigan.
That's fair.
She sucked for a long time.
I feel like we don't have to like her.
No. COVID, she was the worst. Because COVID, she wouldn't let people go to their neighbor's house.
That's right. She was that strict one.
She was really hardcore.
She was not good.
And so she made a video recently about going to college and higher education and all of that. And I swear to God, I think Gretchen Whitmer might be a Cardiff Electric fan.
Really?
Because
don't say that.
To help her with her message of revitalizing higher education, She chose an animated.
A potato?
She chose an animated potato.
Don't pick potatoes.
She chose a thing with the potato filter over the face. I'm thinking Gretchen Whitmer is a Cardiff fan.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
Why would you do this?
I'm expecting that thing to look at us and go, it's going to be a great time to go to college.
I'm so confused. Why would anyone do this?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you'll all go to college and you'll get a good degree and a good job. Oh.
There's literally no explanation other than she watches Cardiff Electric.
I know. Where else do you get a fucking crazy idea?
Literally nowhere.
Like putting a dipshit potato. So she and the potato are going to tell kids to, higher education rules, college is awesome. And I think they picked the perfect representative for this because you'd have to be about as dumb as a fucking potato to buy into college anymore.
Yes, it is it's a racket. Like, I feel like if you can just get your kids into the trades at this point.
But honestly,
you're going to be spending a lot more money or a lot less money for school and probably making more.
But even things like sales and marketing that you traditionally had to go to school for, people are so dying for good sales and marketing people.
Learn on the job.
That you can just go and you can get trained on the job.
I guess.
But let's see how she and Cardiff handled this message.
Hey, Governor Whitmer, how's it going?
Oh
Hi, Professor Potato. I wanted to share some Yukon Gold news.
Get it? Yukon Gold News?
Go to hell.
Yukon.
No.
Hey, I got one. Yukon, go fuck yourself. Right? That's
No, that works.
It's a Yukon.
No.
Hey.
Why are we doing potato stuff in Michigan?
I don't know, but you better knock it off, Spud.
Oh. You're being a real tuber right now.
I tell you what, I want this video done away with. I want it mashed out of existence.
I hope this video gets all of the eyes on it.
Well, this video does make college sound pretty appealing.
Oh. Yeah, hopefully they don't get fried over this.
I tell you what, whether or not you're going to college, you're going to have to sit down and hash that out with your parents.
Uh-oh.
You've got your brother Russ, and either you can go to college or Russ will go to college. So either you'll do it or Russ it.
We'll do it. Wow, this is hurting my soul.
Wasn't a good joke.
It's hurting me.
Don't worry. After we play this, I'm going to go to the chat and they can decide.
Thank Christ.
Where the fuck did she get those tits from?
I don't know. They're huge.
She got some giant tits, Gretchen Whitmer. If she weren't the devil, she might be moderately attractive for an old lady.
It is worse knowing she's evil.
Yeah, she's probably, in her 50s?
Yeah.
She looks like she's probably in her 50s.
Early.
She's pretty bangable for her 50s.
Sheesh.
Well, but she's a Nazi devil.
Is it just because she's huge tits?
No, her face is pretty cute for an old broad.
Okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for an old lady.
She's not my type.
If she's in her 40s, no, thank you.
Okay.
Because she doesn't look good for her 40s.
So this is only good if it's 50s.
Yeah, in fact, let me look it up right now. Before we finish this silly video. Let me see. She looks baked, one person says.
Baked?
Scarface says, yeah, she fucks like an absolute slob.
Yeah, she's wearing a turtleneck. I'm not in.
Cruella DeVille, Walls has better tits. I can't shit on her tits. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to. I'm going with complete slob. She looks insatiable, says Hobo Chili. Okay.
She does look like she likes dick, if that's what you're getting after.
Mr. Ink says April wishes she had tits like Mersh.
I do, actually.
They're nice,
lovely.
right?
Yes.
Okay, how old is she? Let's find out.
I'm guessing 54.
Gretchen Whitmer age. Okay, 52. She's going to be 53 in August.
So she fits your criteria?
Yeah, she's fuckable. Only because she's in her 50s.
I understand.
Like, if you tell your friends, like, hey, man, I hooked up yesterday, went and fucked a 52-year-old lady. And then you judged your friend for fucking a 52-year-old. And then he showed you the picture, and the 52-year-old looked like this. It would soften however you felt about it.
It's forgivable.
Right.
Right? And
That's
she
what I'm
probably
getting
knows
at.
a lot of tricks because she's been doing it for a while.
She fucked the entire state of Michigan during COVID, so she's got to know how to work that
Got
shit.
the best boning of the entire pandemic, right?
Exactly. Nobody got fucked bigger than
Oh,
Michigan.
no.
So Gretchen Whitmer definitely knows how to definitely knows her way around.
I
If you know what I
understand.
mean.
Lucky
with
her.
you, my best spud.
What is it?
We both agree that every Michigander deserves an opportunity to go to college without frying their bank account.
Ah,
Oh,
we
okay.
missed frying.
No, I said fried. Hopefully they don't
Okay.
get fried over this.
Hopefully they don't get
Close.
fried. Okay, so you and Gretchen Whitmer have a similar sense of humor.
We're
That's
close,
good.
yes.
That's good.
Absolutely. A higher education helps you learn more skills, pursue your passions, and even plant your roots right here in Michigan.
Is anybody else seeing like a weird Hitler mustache on the potato?
Yes, there's some kind of hair there.
Yeah.
Come on,
But
man.
for too many, college is financially out of reach. That's why I'm so excited to announce
Let me guess. Instead of stopping the government from guaranteeing student loans and only letting the banks loan to people they believe will pay back that amount of money, which with 18-year-olds with no credit history is not very many,
Right.
forcing them to then bring down the price of college educations and maybe get rid of some of these dog shit departments that don't matter, you're going to promise other people's tax money to people so that they can offset the cost of college. So
You got it.
It still buries people in debt. It's still remarkably expensive. And get this, the colleges get a nice little handout from these government grants.
Always.
And meanwhile, nothing has to change and college stays stupid expensive.
And they can look really good to some people.
Yeah, that's great. God, good for you guys.
It's all about those optics.
I love that these elected officials get to take all of our financial security, take it away from us, spend it retardedly in a way that's going to hurt us down the road. It's like they get to hit us 3 times at 3 different stages.
Yep.
It's really nice.
an appealing plan.
Oh, I know what you're planning.
To take out sorry. Just looks like a Nazi potato.
No, he does. Why are we doing potato stuff?
Again, I think Gretchen's a Cardiff fan.
There's no other. We should ask him.
Cardiff kind of got snubbed for this deal.
The voice would have been better, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, I'd really like everyone to go to college.
This year, we will work together to make the first 2 years of community college tuition free for every high school graduate.
Tuition free,
I knew it.
meaning they're going to take your tax dollars and just cut the community college a check outright
Yeah.
for each student that goes. Whether they graduate or not, whether they complete the 2 years and then go on to a 4-year university or they drop out after a semester, don't worry. Their tuition will be paid in full thanks to you, the taxpayer, no matter what.
It always has to come from somewhere, and usually it's from you and me.
Isn't that nice?
It's
That's
nice to
right,
help, right?
Professor. Michiganders will save an average of $4,000 as they earn their associate's degree, setting them up to earn a bachelor's or start working and earn a bigger paycheck.
Okay, so, whoa, Jesus. So, I love how she goes, that averages $4,000 for every Michigander. It's like, no, just
don't
the
think
ones who are
so.
going to college. You're going to be taking money
Yes.
away from the other Michiganders
Yes.
in order to make this thing happen.
Does anyone see a video like this and take it seriously?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, how retarded do you think that your voters are?
This makes me feel insulted almost.
Right. You're talking to people who are thinking about going to higher education, and you're putting a fucking potato in front of them to yell at them about college tuition.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, not exactly treating them like grown-ups.
Hey, that isn't small potatoes.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
To learn more, make
Who the fuck are you?
No, that's her now, but in potato
Oh,
form.
now she's a potato. I bet you that's
Would
where
you still fuck her?
I bet you that's where a lot of people in Michigan wanted to put her during COVID.
God bless.
Down there.
sure you tune in for my State of the State address on January 24th at 7 p.m.
I'll be there for sure. Later, Tater.
Later, Tater.
I'm upset.
They thought that was really funny though,
I'm really upset that I had to
Are you?
watch that.
because they thought it was hilarious.
I didn't.
Do you get it though? Later, Tater.
No, will you please explain it?
Well, see, they're potatoes, and she's a fucking retard.
Yeah.
So
She's insulting to the general public, in my
later,
opinion.
Tater. $5 from Matt Field says, good old Stretchin' Gretchen. She's an infamous backdoor enthusiast. She got that name at a young age in high school. I don't even know if that's true, but I'm choosing to go with it.
I'll believe it. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll bite. Community college takes 2 years, says Mo Green. Yeah, actually, I think so.
Yeah, usually. Unless you have something else specialized.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years.
It's usually 2 years. And like
you go to a 4-year for 2 years or a year or two after that to get the major stuff.
Yeah. An associate's degree is typically 2 years.
T. Jefferson says she does give dirty freak vibes. That's what I'm saying.
Well, she's willing to morph into a potato for a serious video.
She's morphing into a potato. What's she morphing into when she's not, behind that governor's desk? That's all I'm asking.
I want to know what she looks like on the governor's desk.
Ooh, see, do you think she's fucked on the governor's desk?
I do. Dude, if I was governor and I had that desk, I would hope to.
You got to fuck on the governor's desk?
I love a good desk.
She really is ruining this state, says Mr. Nobody. I mean, just because she treats you guys like a bunch of dipshits who can only go to college if you see a potato tell you to, doesn't mean she's ruining everything, right?
Are you sure? It kind of feels that way. It's headed that direction.
SH said, so if she has kids, they'll be tater tots. Get it?
She's too old for kids.
Tater tots?
No, I don't get it, babe.
Potato. Nebo says, this show is a lot more depressing when you're sober. Oh, no. I'm really sorry. I wish you were the first person that ever told me that. I've actually been hearing that far too often. Hobo Chili Recipe says, Aaron gives me dirty Buffett vibes. Buffet? Dirty buffet or Buffett? Are you calling me Jimmy Buffett or are you saying I'm fat like a buffet?
Buffets are...
I thought buffet was 2 T's.
Uh-oh. No, I think that's how it is.
Nope. 2 T's is Warren Buffett. 1 T is a buffet. Son of a dick. So Gretchen Whitmer and the potato. I hope you guys watched that and you got what you needed and you can go to your kids now and you can tell them, hey, head to community college, then get your 4-year degree. And if you don't believe me, watch this old cougar and this potato tell you all about it.
But only do it in Michigan because you'll get the first year.
Right, then you'll get all the I'm surprised Minnesota doesn't have a program like that, the way our governor likes to spend money on that kind of shit.
I kind of am too. I actually thought we were leaning towards something like that at one point.
Yeah. Mo Green says, no men for old country buffet. Thank you.
Did you eat at Old Country Buffet a lot when it was here?
Not a lot. My family used to go there for every Easter.
Oh, no. It wasn't like that for me. My parents just wanted to take us there sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, you just went there for a holiday?
Yeah, we went there for Easter.
Oh, my God. Was it good?
The ice cream was the best part.
It always is.
When you got to go
is as a kid.
Yeah, when you got to go to the ice cream machine, that was the best. Oz and I went there for breakfast once.
For breakfast?
Yeah, after one of the shows, Oz and I just decided to go to Old Country Buffet. One time, Oz and I went to Bonanza together for lunch after the show was over. You got those crispy-ass potato wedges with the nuclear cheese sauce.
Nuclear cheese.
Yeah.
And everything.
That was all right. 1:45 away from overtime today, and it's not even halftime yet. We're not even halfway through tonight's show. And you guys are at 1:45. Thank you very much. If you feel like contributing, all the links are in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, etc. Thank you very much. Let's keep it going. Holy shit. We're 1:45 away from knocking out a Tuesday.
It's pretty good, right?
Tuesdays are our toughest days of the week.
I don't know why. Why Tuesday? It's a weird day to have problems.
I've learned to not ask questions anymore.
It's fair.
This is cold comfort, but kind of a cool story. A federal court in Canada rules that it was illegal for Justin Trudeau to declare national emergency to stop the trucker convoy and freeze bank accounts.
Okay, so what do these people get back for all that?
Well, that's the part
Anything?
that's the part that kind of sucks. They don't really get anything.
That's the thing. Don't tell me after the fact because you're not helping me anymore.
But that's some real. I think people kind of, maybe because it was Canada, people kind of glossed over. Really how, third world banana republic dictator evil that shit was.
It was ugly.
I think it's because he looks so gay and harmless and like he can't hurt you.
Non-threatening.
And everybody knows they could beat Justin Trudeau up in a fight. That when he does evil shit like that, they're just like, number one, it's Canada. Who cares?
Nobody
Number
really.
two, Trudeau's a bitch. So
is there any reason to go to Canada at all?
I mean, I don't think so. I've never felt the urge to go to Canada.
Anyone who says like, oh, hunting and fishing, you can do that here.
Yeah.
You can find a place here to do it. I don't care.
I'm not big on Canada. Yeah, if you want to
I'd stay out of Canada.
Yeah, if you want to hunt that kind of stuff, we got Montana.
Oh, yeah, Montana, Wyoming, all that.
That's what all that shit is for.
Go out there.
So a federal court in Canada ruled that it was illegal for Trudeau to declare a national emergency. Because you remember the trucker convoy went to Ottawa?
Yes.
And they just parked in the city and just started honking their horns as a protest to the COVID. It was vaccine mandates, wasn't it?
It was the vaccine mandates because I believe to remain a trucker, you had to get it, right?
Yeah, he was going to force all the truckers
Yeah.
to get the vaccine. Otherwise, they were going to be fired.
It's a real freeing
Yeah.
rule, I guess. I don't know.
So-
The whole thing's ugly.
In response to that protest, Justin Trudeau decided, oh, well, I know what to do. I'll not let any of you use your bank accounts, which, by the way, is not something that a president of any country should be allowed to do.
I'm going to freeze your bank account if you don't get this shot.
Right.
Listen to that.
So let's ask the question, why does your world leader have the ability in the first place to shut off your bank account? He shouldn't. That should be between you and your bank.
Yep. I completely agree.
There are some cool companies in the United States, and there are just as many that do the opposite of this. But when the government comes to them and says, give me all the secret data on your customers or give me the data on this customer, they'll go, fuck you, come back with a warrant. I'm not doing it.
Didn't Apple do that for a while?
Apple,
I think it was Apple.
yeah, Apple, because they wanted to unlock that potential murderer's phone. And they said,
wouldn't.
They said, fuck no, we can't, man. Then nobody will trust us.
Yep.
People won't buy our products as much if they know we're going to sell them down the river like that. So while it's nice that this judge finally said, hey, yeah, president of a country can't just freeze people's bank accounts because he doesn't agree with why they're protesting him. But again, I don't think anything happens to Trudeau. Nothing happens to the people who protested. It's just after the fact, this judge gets to go, hey, this is wrong.
Okay, but people's bank accounts were frozen so they couldn't do anything with their life. Yeah. This is one of those situations where I almost feel more insulted that nothing was done for me in that moment when my life was falling apart.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm those people.
You're saying it's kind of like that, you know, if something bad happens and I don't know it happened, then don't tell me.
Exactly. And you're not helping. Like, I already knew that this wasn't okay. So you telling me it's not okay today and not, like, repaying me for everything I've lost, let's say, in any way that you can, you're not helping.
They would do that in the U.S., but at least they are honest about who is calling the shots in Canada, says SH. I mean, they've never turned our cards off for anything before, have they? Maybe they have.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm wrong. But either way, good to see that happen. It's too bad, however, that there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing to be done about it at all.
Kyle says Aaron's bank account is frozen because of Uber Eats. That's not. That is a disgusting rumor. I'm not here to entertain.
It's kind of rude.
Such things, Kyle. How dare you say something like that?
We almost never have food delivered.
$145 away from tonight's overtime goal. If you want to contribute, Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Venmo, etc. Let's go ahead and keep this thing rolling and get us down to 0, and we'll call it a perfect Tuesday on Steel Toe. Why are planes all falling apart now?
I don't know. It kind of makes me only want to do road trips.
It's like a story a day on like either a plane in midair and a door opens up, or like a wing where the screws are gone, or
a flight crew's missing.
Yeah, a flight crew doesn't show up, or some asshole stands up and claims he's Emilio Estevez, and all kinds of shit breaks loose.
None of it is comforting.
Well, the wheel of a Delta Boeing 757 just flew off while it was preparing to take off at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport.
Don't do this to Delta. It's the only place I felt safe.
The wheel then rolled down the runway. Could have been catastrophic if it happened a few seconds later. Well, I'll tell you this doesn't happen to Sun Country Airlines here in Minnesota.
No, I guess it doesn't. They're usually pretty good, right?
No. I mean, except for the fact that they offer no amenities and really shitty seats.
They're really tight.
Other than that, they do a great job.
Those seats are tight. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, they're not
You're
fun.
basically right on top of each other.
They're like those cheap computer chairs.
Yeah.
That's what Sun Country chairs are. All right, let's see what happened with this Delta flight as it lost its front wheel right before takeoff.
Tower, the 75 on the runway just lost their nose tire.
Oops.
Delta 798, thanks for that. Delta 982. Tower, sounds like we've got a problem. Yeah, looks like we'll try to taxi clear if we could.
Delta 982, roger. If you'd like, start your taxi down the runway and just let me know.
Roger that.
They're so
Delta
chill.
982, this is the aircraft looking at you. One of your nose tires just came off. It just rolled off the runway behind you.
Oh.
That's a hell of a thing to hear. Yeah, hey, buddy. I'm glad you got me loud and clear. Look, landing's going to be a bitch if you take off. You see, you got no front wheel. I was wondering if, what you wanted to do about that.
What
All
do
right,
you do?
tell you what, let me talk to maintenance. Tower, let me have I'm going to contact our maintenance folks and see if we can get a tow in. Stand by one, please.
Roger, Delta 982.
Tower, this is Delta 1783. You may want somebody to come out. It looks like the nose tire ran off the runway towards the end down there.
Somebody's fired, right?
What a fucking
You
disaster.
had one job, make sure that tire was secure.
I mean, what are the plane issues we've had? We had we had the door open.
Was that Alaska Airlines?
I think that was Alaska Airlines. Then we had the Virgin flight where, what was the Virgin one? They, oh God, we just did that story today. Oh yeah, the wing didn't have the screws on it.
Right, you kind of need those too because there's a lot of flight mechanics like in the wing, obviously. Have you ever watched one? I always watch out the window if I'm by the wing. It does a lot of shit during the whole flight.
All I know is we have a shitload of plane problems lately, more than I'm comfortable with. And I'm going to take a break to see how far the bad luck spreads.
Do you want to do road trips? We can stop all sorts of fun places.
Yeah, maybe road trips is the way to go. Look, not forever, just until the front part of planes stop falling off before they take off.
Just for a little bit.
That's all. 145 is the number tonight. If you want to continue, if you want the show to keep going till 9:30 tonight, go ahead and contribute. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, all the other stuff. Thank you guys very much. You guys want to hear a fucked up bill out of Oklahoma?
Yes, always.
Are there really any other kind of bills
No.
from Oklahoma? Well, an Oklahoma state senator has proposed a law that would make watching pornography a felony and ban sexting among people who are not married.
How do you monitor this?
I would love to find out how.
They just basically are openly telling us, yeah, we watch your messages.
Yeah, he's just going to have a truth squad that just reads your texts all day long. And if you do a little sexting and it's not your wife, he'll be like, all right, take it easy. This is your last warning. And then if you keep sending pictures of your dick, they're going to come get you.
There will be so many sexually frustrated people out there. How do you punish them for this?
Look, guys, sometimes all a serial killer has is that one outlet of jacking off to fucked up pornography, or he's going to kill a shitload of people.
I agree.
So you take this away, might be sealing your own death warrant.
What always happens to me, too, is like, what had to occur to, like, get to this point? Like, what did somebody do for them to be like, okay, we clearly need to outlaw pornography and sexting?
Yeah.
No? Nothing?
I mean, he's probably just like super Christian. And he thinks it's the devil's work and everybody's, he doesn't like that all these kids today are sexting each other. What are you worried about what people are doing with their dicks on their cell phones? Just leave it alone and mind your own business.
It does seem strange. Maybe he's sad that nobody sexted him.
Well, first of all, it's you can only sext your spouse. I got bad news. It's no fun to sext your spouse.
They already know.
They're already your spouse. Yeah, they
Right.
already know. You can just go show them your dick.
Exactly.
If you're sexting your spouse, you're a weirdo. Just go upstairs and go, I wanted you to see my dick.
What do you think of this thing?
Well, yeah, just, hey, tell me what you think. Want to give me a little kiss on the schmeckle? What do you say?
Only if you don't call it that.
It's only fun to sex people when you're not in a relationship with them yet.
I think so.
It's part of the spark,
That's
you know?
when it's hot.
Yeah, it's always hot when you're. It's hot to send people pictures of your dick when they A, want it, and B, you don't know if you can trust them enough with a picture like that. It's a fun high wire act you're running.
And then you can't outlaw pornography watching. Like, there's so many lonely people out there that need that, or they might go insane.
Yeah, there's
Like,
some
what
people.
if that's just somebody's outlet?
Like, there's some people who, like, it fucks them up. Like, I think young people watching too much of that shit, I think it fucks them up a little bit. Watching that much porn.
Too much of anything will fuck you up.
Yeah, but then there are other people who, if they don't have, like, porn as their escape, I'm terrified of them going out in public.
Yeah, what if they're alone and that's all they have?
Yeah, leave them alone. Let sleeping dogs lie.
I would rather not know that somebody's watching porn, so I'm
Right.
not going to be looking so I can what is it, a felony? If they watch it?
Yeah. Watching
Well, then-
pornography would be a
okay.
felony, and it would ban sexting
So-
among people who are not married.
What levels are there to that? Because there's so many movies out there that are basically soft porn too, so you're just outlawing these movies? Because
think-
that sounds like a lawsuit. From
You're
a
saying
lot
if,
of,
like, when I was a teenager and I
companies.
beat off to Wild Things,
Yeah.
you're saying,
yeah. What a great movie.
that's a good jerk back in the day.
I bet it was.
If you were 14, 15 and you could get your hands on Wild Things and you could watch that. That was the pool scene with, what is it, Nev Campbell and Denise Richards?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even watch that until like within the last year of my life.
Yeah, that was all right.
It was pretty good.
Aaron's Playboy channel is the Food Network, says Hobo Chili Recipe. Alex says, can you fucking imagine a Chad Zumach without porn?
No, that's somebody who needs that. Except
Yeah.
I've heard he has his neighbor now.
Right. So what I'm hearing, sorry while I Gino this a little bit. What I'm hearing is that Chad fucked his neighbor.
Was it a guy
Chad, that would be fine as long as, Chad's got a partner. Chad's got some kind of fuck buddy.
or a cat?
Well, My Lost Interest did the clip. Would you guys like to watch it?
I would really like to watch it.
We could do that one. Let's find out the details of this bill and find out how we're going to arrest people for watching porn and whacking off. I don't know. Hobo Chili Recipe says, nice shorts. You look like a British person on holiday. Those pasty sticks need a tan. Thank you, buddy.
It is funny you wear a nice shirt with athletic shorts.
I got home. I wanted to be really comfortable.
That makes sense.
And this was really, really comfortable. Nebo says, oh, yeah, those terrible legs. All right, get it out of your system. Come on. Before we move on to the next thing, get the leg stuff out of your system.
Oh, they're so hairy. Oh, they're so pale.
Do two things before we do this. Knock out the 145 and get the leg stuff out of your system. And then I'll do this.
You're going to stroke it right
I'll
in front
stare
of
at the
him.
camera.
It's
And
almost rude.
you guys can feel weird. Huh? Can feel a little weird.
Hobo, no.
Hobo says, your legs look like you do Auschwitz calisthenics. See, it's
You look like a toddler, or you sit like a toddler. Hey.
it's a Nazi concentration camp joke. All right, let's get down to the rest of this Oklahoma thing. The measure defines obscene material as the depiction or description of any acts of sexual intercourse, including those that are normal or perverted, actual or simulated. Content depicting sodomy and masturbation would also be off the table, in addition to videos, movies, video games, and text messages that involve sadomasochistic abuse and acts of excretion in a sexual content. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's what I'm saying. He's either been really into something and he's feeling shame for it, or somebody did something to him.
Right. What did this guy get into?
Maybe
that
he
he's-
caught like a partner watching this shit and he's so offended. I don't know. It seems kind of out there.
One of his kids came home trans, so he's like,
Aw.
I'm banning all the porn. It would have never happened.
That's understandable, right?
Under the measure, pictures of human genitals or women's breasts would also be banned, as well as lewd exhibition of the buttocks.
So you're not going to let ass and titty pics slide?
Well, no, you can send ass pics. They just can't be a
No.
lewd exhibition of your ass.
What does that include?
Well, then what you do is you take a picture of your bare ass and you send a message with it that says, do I have any ketchup on my butt? And then that way, see, it's not tawdry. You're just sending someone a picture of your ass and asking them a question. It becomes cosmetic at that point.
That's just friendly
Yeah.
and helpful.
You're just trying to get a little help. It would carry prison sentences of up to a year and $2,000 fines. This is the politician.
I don't know. He looks kind of like something's up.
You think so?
What did he do? He did something.
Well, I'll say this. He's in good shape, and he dresses well.
His name is Dusty Devers.
Dusty Devers. Oh, that's definitely got to be.
This guy does stuff that's not okay.
That guy had to have done movies. Dusty Devers. I don't
Sodomy movies, mostly.
Yeah, I really don't think anyone can have a name like Dusty Devers and not have a porn history.
I'm guessing he's got some kind of dirty past and he's feeling bad about it.
Yeah. That's usually what happens with a lot of these prudes. Like a lot of these gay Republicans, they'll go and talk about how gay marriage is a sin and it's bad under God. And then the next day they're fucking some gay dude in a hotel somewhere.
Yeah, they're just doing that all the time.
Exactly.
It's a projection.
The prudish proposal would also allow anyone who produces or promotes the allegedly untoward content to be sued by any state resident for $10,000. So if someone shows you porn, they might have to pay you $10,000.
I literally hope people move out of this state for this reason.
Right. Oklahoma's just about to see people get the fuck out. The suggested law would even require social media sites like X be made unavailable in the Sooner state unless it heavily censored its content.
I mean, Jesus Christ, this seems like a lot of lawsuits from a lot of different companies, in my opinion.
So Oklahoma just wants to keep all the porn to itself and then throw it away.
Throw it away?
Throw it away or incinerate it or whatever they're saying they're going to do other than jack off to it feverishly on top of a cracker.
Maybe can you say you're watching it for educational purposes?
Kyle says, Aaron, keep your eyes open. We're losing you, bro. I am tired this evening. I'm a little wiped tonight. I've had a very, very, very busy day. And
we did some important stuff today.
Yep, I have a show to prep after the program tonight. I do not have tomorrow's show ready. I have to get the podcasts up on the Patreon for everybody. So I have a full night ahead of me. And
do you need something from upstairs? Because I do have energy if you need it.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
I would love that. I don't know where that squeaky voice came from. I would love a little boost, actually.
Okay.
Yes, I am. You might have noticed I've been getting better sleep lately.
You have, actually.
I was up very well yesterday. I was up very well this morning.
Yep.
But yeah, the evening shows, last night was fine, but tonight.
I get tired for evening shows sometimes, no matter how much sleep I've gotten. So
I'm definitely a little sleepier for tonight's evening show. But you know what? Hobo Chili Recipe says cake is his 5-hour energy. Thank you,
I would
buddy.
love a piece of cake right now, actually.
Cake sounds delightful.
Yes. I will get you that then. I'm going to pee and get that and be right back.
Oh, she's going to pee too. Better fucking wash your
Unless
hands.
you'd like me to do it here. I wanted that to be hotter than it was.
Yeah, that got very interesting. My Lost Interest says a show to prep and a wife to bang. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. You know what, My Lost Interest? Would you like to prep the show for tomorrow morning? Is that not the one he wanted? Sorry, buddy. He's like, you know what? I hear all the swinging rumors. You know, you miss one. I think what My Lost Interest was thinking was, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I get it. I understand. You got to do the extra strength 5-hour life change. I don't know what the hell that is. And Diabetic Fish Keeper, you have been a strange kind of autistic all night. So I don't know. You seem like you might be a little dangerous. I don't know if I want to take any advice from you. You are a mildly autistic gentleman. No offense. I mean that as a medical diagnosis. Kyle says show prep, a.k.a. watch ROTC. Hey, wait a minute. I usually incidentally grab the same shit they do. Diabetic Fish Keeper says, okay, I'm done. Thank you. No problem, buddy. I know guys like Diabetic Fish Keeper. They're just trying to have their own kind of fun. You don't get bent out of shape at people like, especially a guy, you can't take a guy named Diabetic Fish Keeper and go, I'm going to choose to take him seriously. He just wanted to have his little fun, and I was going to pick the right time to acknowledge him. And that was the right time to do it. By the way, boys and kids, $145 away from overtime tonight. We got off to a flying start earlier in the show. It happens. We've stagnated since then, but if you guys want to go on one more run, let's do it. There's the links right there in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants over on the Rumble end of things. Thank you very, very much for your support. Let's see if we can push it the rest of the way through. So, yeah, that creep in Oklahoma, that's whenever I see someone get so obsessed with other people's porn consumption or other people's, like, what they do with their dicks or how they date or anything like that, I'm like, uh-oh, that guy's doing that thing. It's always that way. Nobody hears about something they don't do and then gets obsessed with it and tries to ban it. You don't know anything about it. It's like if this guy made a law that said, oh, we have to ban all Taylor Swift. You'd be like, oh, well, you can't stop listening to Taylor Swift and you're embarrassed about it, can you? Because if you don't listen to Taylor Swift, you don't really give a shit if she's banned or not. Same thing with watching copious amounts of porn and sending dick pics to people. I bet you if we got into this guy's phone's hard drive, or I'm sorry, his computer's hard drive or got into his phone, I'm sure that we find out this guy's sending dick pics to all his staffers and then he probably jacks off to some really horrendous shit. All of them do. All of them are trying to ban. These politicians are narcissists. They're trying to ban the things they themselves can't get away from. And in this guy's case, it's dirty, filthy pornography and sexting the girls. That's all it is. Diabetic Fish Keeper says, my name is exactly what I am. Type 1. Oh, so you have the birth one. You don't have the one that you get from getting super fat. You have the normal, born with a shitty hand kind of a diabetes. Well, that sucks, man. I hope you're managing it well. Hobo Chili says, just because I make fun of your weight doesn't mean I eat like I just got out of a concentration camp. All right. He's got Hashimoto's disease. Great. Thank you, Hobo. Appreciate it. Do you guys want to see the Chad fucking his neighbor? I'm going to save the Chad fucking his neighbor thing for overtime. I got to save some. I got that, and I've got Ed and Michelle for overtime. If you guys want to see some overtime tonight, that's what I've got. I've got Zumach getting some pussy from our boy, My Lost Interest. No. I phrased that. Holy shit, did I phrase that poorly? That is not what I meant. Chad is not getting pussy from My Lost Interest. The clip of Chad talking about how he got pussy, the clip was taken by My Lost Interest. Chad Zumach did not get pussy from My Lost Interest. Again, just want to confirm that story. Scarface wants to know, how much did Chad pay for it? I bet somebody would fuck Chad. Kate Meany would. For sure, Kate Meany would. Jeremy says the guy probably jacks it to Jim Norton and his wife. Well, different strokes for different folks. That's all. Oh, look at this.
Sorry, I had to run all the way out to my truck for it. I forgot.
Oh, it means it's nice and chilly.
All right.
Kyle says, unless Ed and Michelle are fucking, skip it. Wow.
Wow. You guys.
It's actually the last thing I want to see from those two.
I really would rather not see that.
But all right, it's your call, buddy. Let's knock out that last 145. Let's go on a little bit of a rally. We got about 40 minutes left. We got off to a hot start tonight.
Very good.
Let's finish it off. I like dunking those little ice cubes. Did you know Taylor Swift has had a stalker arrested at her place twice in the last 3 days?
I did not know that.
It's getting worse because she's dating the tight end now, the Travis Kelce.
Yes.
And by the way, I really, really, really want Kansas City to win the Super Bowl.
I kind of do too. I like watching them run over everybody. I think they're a good team.
I want to watch people go nuts about Taylor Swift celebrating a Super Bowl. And I want to see Taylor Swift down on the field celebrating the Super Bowl win.
When did she get so polarizing? Is that the correct word? People get so annoyed that there's a celebrity involved with an athlete.
Haven't people always kind of, like, some people have just always hated her because she just seems too innocent and, aw, shucks, and gee golly gosh.
I mean, I know Kanye West didn't like her very much.
Well, it's more.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never seen her as somebody to love or hate. I guess I do like a lot of her music. But
I don't know. I've always liked her. I've always thought she was kind of cute.
She's pretty cute. I think
Yeah.
she's very pretty. I think she's remarkably talented.
Well, and not only that, but she's got to make this thing with Travis Kelce work because, TikTok.
Oh, see, I didn't even see it that way because I don't know how old she is.
I think 34.
I just kind of think that at this stage in the game, this is this is the relationship that seems like it's really sticking in people's minds and everyone just has to talk about it now.
Well,
So I feel like if it fails now, what do you do?
Yeah, this is
It's
it.
all
It's
crumbling.
do or die.
Yeah.
No Pen 15 Fathead says I got my Mud Shark Madness hot sauce yesterday. It's pretty good. You want some Chad hot sauce?
No.
No.
I don't know what's in that.
I mean, you
Do you
do.
want
That's
some?
that's why you don't want.
Okay.
I would like to try. What flavor is Chad's hot sauce?
Is this a thing that like several comedians have? Isn't there a
Yeah,
company
it's that
makes
Silk
it?
City hot sauce thing.
Okay.
Let's see. Who do we got? Who are the different here, let's go to the shop. Let's see who's got it. We got Aztec Attack, Bloody Mary Mixer.
I like a Verde hot sauce.
Oh, here we go. Here's a Kevin Dombrowski hot sauce. Why can't I get a fucking hot sauce?
I bet you can.
Kevin Dombrowski has a hot sauce and I don't?
Let's-
This is horse shit.
Let's talk to Levinsky's Top Shelf and see if you can get one.
I have nothing against Kevin Dombrowski. I'm just saying. Who?
I think Chrissy has one. There's
Gino. Gino's got a fucking hot sauce and I don't have a hot sauce. Now I'm mad. Now I'm upset.
He's the Frisky Whiskey.
Gino's 12.29 Frisky Whiskey 3-pack. Gino's Frisky Whiskey is a very hot barbecue-style sauce fortified with Jameson's Irish whiskey. Great on burgers, and if you like steak sauce, this will not disappoint.
I bet that's delicious.
I'm mad at Levinsky's Top Shelf now.
Would you like me to talk to them?
Yes.
Okay.
Who else has a hot sauce? Am I going to be mad?
Chrissy has one. I know she does.
Let's see. This is okay. Nobody specifically.
I feel like
Mud Shark Madness hot sauce. All right,
So that's just wrong.
What's Chad's?
What is this? Levinsky. Top
One
Shelf.
irresistible bottle of Mud Shark Madness isn't enough. We got you 3 bottles of the sweetest mango habanero await you. Fresh habanero, mango, pineapple, apple cider, sugar, and salt. Chad Zumock and Silk City Hot Sauce have been bringing you the most popular tropical hot sauce on the internet for years. So wait a minute.
So pineapple, what is he, a swinger or something?
Oh, well, you have to have somebody first.
Maybe he does and he's not telling us.
So who else has one? Turn up the heat. Okay.
I swear on my
Those
life.
are the only people with hot sauces, huh? So you got Chad, Gino,
I know they had a Chrissy one because I've seen it.
Kevin Dombrowski,
This is madness.
and that's it.
That seems like a weird
Wait.
niche grouping.
Bartender Rob Saul has a hot sauce? Oh, this is fucking disgusting.
That's almost disgraceful. Just kidding, guy. He seems fine.
Well, no, I have nothing against Rob Saul.
No, Rob Saul's fine. I'm sure a very nice guy.
So Rob Saul, Gino, Kevin Dombrowski, and Zumock.
I really thought that Chrissy had something that was like
Maybe
the
it's done.
insurrection themed. Yeah,
Well,
you're right.
maybe-
Maybe they
yeah.
sold out of it.
Maybe it had a run and now it's over. Motherfucker.
Well, I wrote it down. Maybe we'll.
Oh, wait. Showing 1 of 16 of 21 results. There's more?
Where's the next?
Where's the
button?
next goddamn page? Sort by popular. Okay, who's got the most popular one? This
That
is
maple and cayenne tonic sounds good.
Wow, Mud Shark's got the hottest one out of all the people. And then Gino's after that.
How does this happen?
And then Dombrowski, and then the Mud Shark Madness 3-pack, and then Gino again.
I don't trust this.
There's nobody else who's got a hot sauce, apparently.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe Chrissy's had
Oh, wait.
like a run. and
I'm
went out.
sorry. Pullover is inspired by Ski Mask Collective. Ski Mask has a fucking hot sauce, and I don't. Are these guys trying to not sell hot sauce?
That's insane.
This is madness.
What is the Turn Up the Heat one themed after?
That does not have a name next to it. I
don't like the grouping in there. It seems like Gino's the only one with like respect besides maybe like
Chad. Our boy Chad, our buddy Chad, our friend Chad Zumach. Come on.
I hate giving him the credit. Is he a friend? I haven't gotten an apology from him. I can't call him a
The apology's coming. He wants to do it face to face.
He does.
He wants to talk to you face to face and apologize. He wants to be a real man.
Now, are you saying that or did he say that?
He's saying that. Chad's saying he wants to be a man and he wants to apologize face to face. And Chad wants to come on this show and he wants to talk to me.
Do you have a clip of that?
You know why? Because Chad's a real man, and that's what a real man does. Is he goes, you know what? This was nonsense. This was silliness. I want to talk to you guys because deep down I know you're funny. I really like you, and I think you're great. And in fact, a lot of my resurgence, Aaron, has been modeled after you.
I mean, I think that'd be cool.
That's exactly what he thinks.
If he thinks that.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think if he does think that, he should feel secure disclosing that with
yes.
everybody.
Yes. Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says, I'm all for the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to be its own state because of people like Whitmer ruining it. Speaking of porn, need more girdle.
Girdle? I swear that's like girdle,
Girdle.
which nobody needs more of that.
Let's see. We are, that's going to put us at 140. Sid Saraf with $19.99 says, going into a meeting, I'll see if we get MLI later.
MLI.
Well,
thank you.
I can do this.
What a weird time to go into a meeting.
Yes.
Unless he works night shift, I guess.
Why does Sid's got weird meeting times.
Maybe it's a meeting.
Jeremy S. says, Bob Levy has one. I don't see it. It's not up there.
I do believe maybe there's multiple companies that make these.
Okay.
Because Chrissy definitely has a hot sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're saying April's pineapple hot sauce?
Yeah.
Oh.
Balls Deep says pineapple gangbang, sweet heat. That's a really cool name.
Pineapple gangbang.
I like that.
What an idea. All right. Well, you talk to those fucking people then.
What flavor would you like, ideally? Something bourbon related?
Yeah, something
Ooh.
bourbon related.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Bourbon?
Yeah.
I like it.
And then we'll clue Nick into it too. We'll see if we can get Ricada a hot sauce.
That man likes his bourbon too.
Yeah. Thank you, Sid. Very nice. 125 is the number for tonight, boys and girls. Only 125 away from doing some overtime for you and a half hour to hit that number. Oh, you got a response today from somebody you asked for an interview.
I did. Oh, God. Very exciting. I don't have like an exact date yet, but Stuttering John did indeed get back to me. He said he would love to do the show. When do you broadcast? And so I got that scheduled to him, and I believe he will respond.
So Stuttering John Melendez says he will do our show.
Yes.
Now, you said Steel Toe. You were very clear with who it was.
I did. But I mentioned your name, too. Like
awesome.
Your full name.
Did you tell him to unblock me?
No, I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to start it with an ask.
Okay.
That seems rude.
Okay. So John's gonna come on. We're gonna talk to him about Stern. We're gonna talk
Leno.
to him about Leno. We'll mention like Carl and Shuley and all those guys a little bit, like at the end, but I want to talk to him about his career.
I think it'd be way more fun if you just avoided that.
Everybody talks about the same stupid fucking shit with that guy.
Yeah, he probably has a lot more interesting things to discuss.
Do you know how many Stern stories I want to hear? Dude, you understand, he was there from like the early days of its huge success up through the massive syndication to just about Sirius. So
Yeah, he has to have a lot going on.
a lot of
in
stories,
that memory bank.
a lot of things to talk about that I'm sure a lot of our audience hasn't heard yet and would love to talk about. Oh, I get it. MLI is my lost interest.
Oh.
There you go. So Sid Saraf wanted to see if we were going to knock out the 125 we have left.
Okay.
And do my lost interests, Chad having sex with a girl clip.
Oh,
for
that's
overtime.
right. I would love to hear all about that.
Yeah, that would be great. So
Somebody get us there.
Look, you guys know how to get us there. 125 is the number. Thank you very much. Scarface says, Bob Levy has had a hot sauce forever. Something about blue cheese and ass eating. Oh, so it's just not one of the more popular
I'm
ones.
telling you that there's another company that makes those because I think Brendan Schaub always used to talk about having one too.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what company that is.
Lemmy says he absolutely doesn't have anything other than that to discuss. He will completely take over your show and ask April repeatedly if she likes to take it in the ass.
Well, I kind of said that might just be a thing between Aaron and him. It's not always easy.
You don't want to be on there with John?
I don't know. No, maybe not for the whole time, because it's hard too with certain interviews to have a three-way thing going on. Like, you're very good at interviewing people,
Yeah.
and sometimes I feel like a third wheel.
You guys have to remember, you're sitting there going, John doesn't know how to do anything to this. John can't do anything. John's been on with guys who aren't interviewers.
Right.
John's been on with guys who
God.
don't know how to do interviews, who don't know, like they're comics who do a podcast.
Yep.
I've been interviewing people for, I don't know, the 18 years or so. Like, oh, John does this. John will take over your show. You ever interviewed Jesse fucking Ventura? You want to talk about someone who tries to take over your show? I think I can handle stuttering John Melendez.
I wish I had like a copy of that somewhere so I could
Yeah.
listen or watch it.
Fran Tarkenton tries to fucking take over an interview constantly. He doesn't stop. Can handle that one.
I know this is going to be a hard question, but what's your favorite interview you've ever conducted? And I mean ever, on the internet, on radio, AM, FM, any of it. What's been your favorite person to interact with?
Hobo Chili says, yes, Aaron, you're a real Ted Koppel.
Ted Koppel is fucking...
Thank you.
Whoa.
My favorite interview. Jesse was great. I do love Jesse.
Or an in-person interview. I know you've interviewed... you asked Mike Tyson a question, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't
That's
really
not an
interview Mike Tyson. I asked him a question. Boy, I don't really know. I've done so many. It'd be so hard
Or a top couple. Here.
Jesse Ventura and Fran Tarkenton were both great. It was awesome to talk to both of those guys.
I know it's hard to pick a favorite anything damn near because everything is so close sometimes.
I would say Tom Emmer, like Representative Tom Emmer, he's actually a really good interview. He's a funny guy. Jesse Lee Peterson was one of my favorites, although that was more of a simulcast.
That was a simulcast. His show was also going, and he turned that shit around on us almost, because we wanted to have fun with the guy and just basically hear him say beta.
Yeah, we wanted him. I just wanted him to call me a beta.
And he deep dives into
our parents
and stuff. And have you forgiven your mother?
Have you forgiven your mother? Have you forgiven your father for being weak?
Are you the head of your household?
Are you the head of your house? Are you the head of your wife? And you're looking at your wife, and you're just like, and I think, didn't Nick tell me he had this same problem when Jesse asked him?
Well,
are you the head of your wife? And Nick was like, your
Nick's getting better.
It's getting, it's good. I told you it's going to get there.
I know. Do you think he can come up with a you impression? That could be a fun challenge.
I don't know.
You're so unique. I've never heard another voice.
Yeah, I have a very unique voice. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he could do it.
Yeah, Jesse does really, he gets to you.
And I'm like, are you the head of your wife? And I'm like, well, we work together. No, are you the head of your wife? Like, he doesn't take a nuanced answer. He wants like a yes or no.
Right.
And I go, I guess then, yeah, I am. And he went, beta.
That's the thing. Like, you know how he, like, you know what to say that he'll want to hear, but I wonder if he can sniff that out too.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like, I know how Aaron should answer this just to appease him in a way.
Sure.
But that's not usually how you and I roll.
Movie Star Fingernail says, can you guys get Only Use Me Blade on your show? That would be great. But he's an out of control drunk. I mean, he is a historic internet drunk. I would like to get Andy Dick on the show.
Really?
Yeah, I would like to get Andy Dick on the program. You know who knows?
Interesting.
You know who knows how to get a hold of him?
I don't know.
Dr. Chow. I could ask him how to get a hold of Andy Dick.
Oh, thank Christ you said Dr. Chow, because I was the only thinking like Elisa.
No,
like, I don't want any contact with her.
Dr. Chow would. I'll see if I can get him on there. Better question: Can you remove lug nuts? Beta. Oh, my favorite interview of all time: Anthony Cumia, 1,010%. Yes, Ryan the Garbage Man. We spent an hour and a half on the air with him.
Yes, and
then an hour off the air with him.
Yep, like a half hour before and after, basically.
The guy was fucking great.
He's really great. I can't believe we let that one slip just now.
Kumi is the fucking man. Are you kidding me? Yes, I'm so sorry that I fudged that one.
I hope that
Thank you, Ryan.
I hope he can stay in good health for a good long time.
Yeah,
still.
Absolutely. And I think that has, I don't know, like 50 to 100,000 views on our channel.
That's our biggest.
Yeah. So thank you,
views. Yeah,
Scarface. Yeah, one of my favorite Jesse Lee Peterson moments is when he had Royce and Mersh on, and he goes, "What's wrong with black people? How long do you have?"
I just like everything he says about black people because he's black. Nobody can do anything about it. So he just says all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If any of us said any of that, we're torched.
I want to see if I can find that clip.
Oh, you said merch. You need to say
Oh,
merch.
did I write merch?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Merch.
God, Merch, would you get a better name? Royce and
Or is
Merch
it-
from Revenge of
Yep,
the Sis.
there it is.
Oh, this is just a.
on the fallen state.
How do you guys deal with the people who disagree with
Oh, that's just a promo for it.
Maybe do ROTC.
Shout out to Revenge of the Sis. JLP confronts Merch.
This is fun.
I think this is the clip.
What's wrong with the blacks?
Well, I'll tell you what, Jesse. I'll tell you what, Jesse. On my fantasy team, a lot. Okay, they're all getting injured.
My answer to that, sir, is how much time do you got?
All of it.
Jesse loved that one.
Oh, yeah. All of it, though.
Yeah, that's true, because you need a lot of time to talk about what's wrong with the blacks. I like that, Merch.
Only him. Only he could get away with saying that, though.
What's wrong with the blacks? And we can get more time if you need it.
You want to start?
Show.
Yeah. We can extend our show today if you want to talk more about what's wrong with the blacks.
Right, he could just go off air and keep recording it
Yeah.
and premiere it or something.
Like Merch continues to keep going. He's like, we stopped the show 15 minutes ago. I just wanted to hear you say bad things about black people. If you could continue.
All right, 1492? No, I'm kidding.
I've never
I was told we had an hour.
They're like angry, out of control. They don't think as individuals.
Jeez.
Enough is never enough. They seem to hate everything that's good. And not all, but most. And they hate the white man. They call the white man a white supremacist. And so they believe that the white man is superior to them. What's wrong with the blacks and how can we turn it around?
I think it's funny, Jesse, because if you talk
Straight
to...
face.
And honestly,
What the fuck?
and then I love that Royce and Merch are now both serious and they're
I
like,
know.
all right, I guess we're going to answer this guy's fucking question.
Buckle up. We're going to go for it.
All right, we'll answer it. Let's.
Well, God bless these two for, handling it the way they did.
Merch and Royce in this moment look like they just put on rubber gloves
Like
and
the long
rubber
ones.
overcoats and
Yeah.
they're like, all right, we're gonna fucking do this. We're gonna answer the
Oh,
goddamn
man.
And we mentioned today, if you talk to foreign black people that moved here from a foreign country, they've told me we're not them, we're not American. And it's true, it's a real thing. I had a Jamaican neighbor when I was younger, and he would always go, "I'm not African American. I am Jamaican. I work hard.
Yeah.
I came here to work hard." And he was always like, "Do not compare me. I'm not that." And that's one of those things that nobody ever mentions, right? Nobody.
He's we don't need to.
We
watch
can
the
watch
clip,
this
but,
anytime. It's fun.
It's very true about the Somalis here in Minnesota as well.
Yep. They do not like being lumped in.
Somalis do not like being compared
Nope.
to American blacks.
Well, check this out. A lot of them are business owners
Yeah.
or very serious businessmen.
Right.
For sure.
Balls deep with the Rumble links for Revenge of the Sis, Daywave, and Nightwave are only on Rumble, so be sure to check them out there.
I've started listening a lot more often.
What's wrong with the blacks?
What's wrong with the blacks?
So you've been watching them a lot more often. What do you like it? Have you been enjoying?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
ROTC?
I feel like, you spent so much time watching them when we first started dating, even.
Yeah.
And you always talked so highly of them. And I don't know if it was a case of the fan over here is trying to really over explain to me how good it is. So I kind of put it off for a while, but then they started interacting with us. And
Yeah.
now I feel like giving them a shot, and they're pretty cool.
125. We're about 15 minutes away from running out of time and MSO getting a victory. So if you feel like contributing to our program, we need to start getting those in now so we can do a half hour of overtime, which is Chad Zumach got some pussy.
About time.
And
Because Lord knows it wasn't mine last year.
He
lied to me.
You know what? He got pussy in January of 2024
Aw.
because all of 2023 he was holding out for you. So now he can finally make his move on other people.
Was I supposed to go see him? Maybe I missed that message.
Who knows? I'm not sure. By the way,
Ooh.
125 away from overtime, and we have, again, about 15 minutes to knock that out.
Let's do it.
Right there in the chat, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chats, Rumble Rants, memberships, etc. Let's have everybody pitch in. Let's knock out that last 125, and we'll take our toughest day of the week, Tuesday, and we'll
spank it.
We'll shred the shit out of it, and we'll give you a
man.
lot of good overtime stuff today. Did you hear about what's going on tomorrow was it tomorrow or Friday? I think it might be, it's Thursday. Okay. Thursday in Alabama, they're going to execute a guy. Now, that's not always big news. I get that.
No.
But they're going to do it in a new way because the drugs that they've used for capital punishment
the injection
have been discontinued. Because that was like, people at the drug companies who were anti-death penalty, that was like their activist way to get rid of the death penalty, was to make a lot of these drugs unavailable. So then there was no humane way to execute someone.
I guess that'll do it.
Yeah, you can't use the gas chamber anymore. You can't use the electric chair
chair.
anymore. I know that some
No
states
firing squad.
Some states have tried to bring back the firing squad, and I think in Kentucky you can still use it.
I mean, it seems quick and effective,
right?
If warranted.
Well, Alabama, and this is what I love so much about the pro-death penalty crowd. If you keep taking away all of the options that they have, they will find new and creative ways to kill people.
Oh, yeah.
Like they
I'm
don't.
sure there's endless ideas.
Yeah, they don't want to get rid of the death penalty. So if you're like, hey, well, we've got you. You don't want to get rid of the death penalty, right? Well, we're taking away the chemicals you use. And they'll be like, all right, cool. We'll find new ones. I mean, they'll fart in a bag and put it over a guy's head and duct tape it around his neck and kill him with a fart if they have to. These people want to kill criminals.
That sounds terrible.
They'll do it if they have to.
That sounds like a slow, terrible death.
Kyle says, what? They're going to make him listen to Johnny until he deletes? Now, wait a minute.
That's really mean.
MSO says, make him watch this show. MSO, you're only 15 minutes away from a second shot at victory today after the first one slipped through your fingers.
Could be nice.
You could be a little nicer. We're $125 behind, and you're looking good for a victory tonight. And here you are just being mouthy as all shit.
Would
Just
you
can't
expect
please some
anything
people.
less?
Aristocrat King Yeti says, I'm only against the death penalty in theory.
I don't know.
See, I'm for it in practice, and in theory, I feel like we fucked it up so bad that I don't know if I'm for it in practice.
I feel like I'm leaning that way. I used to feel like, well, if you did something that seriously awful,
Yeah.
I don't know what good you are to us.
Yeah.
And we have to sit and pay for your ass in prison if you just sit there.
Charlie Chong says, what you talk about, shut up. I like that guy.
I love his grammar.
I like
or
this,
lack thereof.
I like this Charlie Chong guy. He's like, what you talk about, shut up. Well, how am I supposed to explain to you what we talk about if I'm shutting up?
Yeah, how does he answer that question?
I can't do both at the same time, sir. You're being really confusing and tying both hands behind my back. And as you can see, my little begathon show has to raise a little money here in the next few minutes, or we go off the air a half hour early today. Alabama, unless stopped by the courts, intends to strap Kenneth Eugene Smith to a gurney and use a gas mask to replace breathable air with nitrogen, depriving him of oxygen in the nation's first execution attempt with this method.
Wow.
See, now this sounds like really barbaric, old school.
Yes. I'm very much picturing this Kenneth Eugene Smith guy as being just a guinea pig for nitrogen death.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know if this is going to work or not. So what if it just burns the shit out of his lungs and hurts him?
Oh, no, nitrogen, I mean,
Well, like,
don't get me wrong. It'll
I
fucking
suppose it
kill
will.
you. You
Yeah,
can't get
okay,
nitrogen
fine.
in your blood.
I
yeah.
feel, though, like on your way to death, that's going to be...
It seems like
That'll be rough.
It seems like a real tight, CZ kind of death. Like, it just seems like kind of you're going to struggle for a while.
Yeah, I feel like the while part is the key, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But this is what happens when these assholes, get rid of the drug. They're like, we'll show them. We'll get rid of the drugs that they use for the death penalty. And it's like, you understand these crazy rednecks are just going to try to find other ways to murder these guys. They want them dead. They've made this very clear.
I'm sure there's plenty of torture methods throughout history that we could look at that end in death, typically.
The rat with the bucket in
Nope,
the fire?
that is my literal least favorite one. It's so disgusting.
The Alabama Attorney General's office told the federal appeals court judges last week that nitrogen hypoxia is the most painless and humane method of execution known to man. But what exactly Smith 58 will feel after the warden switches on the gas is unknown, some doctors and critics say. I have a hard time believing that it's painless.
I do too. I feel like any sort of suffocation like that wouldn't be painless, right?
Unless the nitrogen knocks you out.
It is interesting too. They're right. Unless they hook up a whole bunch of things to your brain to see how things are responding, there is no way of knowing what that guy's going to feel because you can't test this on people. You die.
Yeah, exactly. What effect the condemned person will feel from the nitrogen gas itself, no one knows, says Dr. Jeffrey Keller. This has never been done before. It is an experimental procedure. Keller, who was not involved in developing the Alabama protocol, said the plan is to eliminate all of the oxygen from the air that Smith is breathing by replacing it with nitrogen. Since the condemned person will not be breathing any oxygen, he will die. It is little different than putting a plastic bag over one's head.
But how long does it take? I ask you.
Right.
That's my fears because you will. So it's basically suffocation because there's no oxygen. That can take a little bit, can't it?
I'm thinking this sounds like a horrible way to die.
I hope you just kind of pass out first.
Now, the state of Alabama has predicted in federal court filings that the nitrogen gas will cause unconsciousness within seconds.
Okay, good.
And cause death within minutes.
I like how I'm saying, okay, good for somebody who's been bad enough to get the death penalty.
The state plans to place a full face piece supplied air respirator over Smith's face. The nitrogen would be administered for at least 15 minutes or 5 minutes following a flatline indication on the EKG, whichever is longer. The execution would be the first attempt to use a new method since lethal injection was introduced in 1982. But the injection drugs are now hard to find.
And what was that drug?
Oh, don't get me lying. If I looked it up and they said it, I would remember it immediately.
I bet I would too.
My lost interest with 499 says Chad Zumach will be so happy to learn that the thought of watching his clip has derailed the show goal. I hate that, though. I think people should want to watch Chad and Ed and Michelle. They should want to watch my lost interest clips. They're all very, very good.
I agree. Ed and Michelle's just wholesome and fun.
Yeah. And Chad got pussy.
Which is something we all thought would probably never happen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's exciting.
Let's go to Ryan, the garbage man, who called in. Let's see if he... he's still on the line. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, dude.
Hey, good evening, guys. I'm kind of surprised they're using nitrogen. The gas that I haul, carbon dioxide, I deliver not only to gas stations and stuff for Fountain Pop, I also deliver to hog farms.
Okay.
And they use the gas. They use the gas to quote unquote the most humanely way of dispatching hogs.
Okay.
And they lead them into a fumigation room and they pump it in. And carbon dioxide dissipates oxygen immediately.
Okay.
I mean, that would be, carbon dioxide would be a way more quicker death than nitrogen. But,
all right.
It's green technology, too. So.
Okay.
Maybe you should pitch it to him.
Yeah, it sounds like you need to make a call to Alabama.
Not my pig, not my farm, no pun intended.
All right, man. Well, thank you very much for the call. And, like I said, put in a call to Alabama and let them know that they can kill people way better.
Sure, why not?
Thank you, buddy. All right. We need to start drinking his apple pie.
Why do we forget that?
Because we're stupid.
His apple pie is always very good.
Thank you very much to Neil for $50 over on PayPal. Very cool, buddy. Thank you. All right, guys, we are $70 away from hitting tonight and doing overtime, but we only have 9 minutes left to do it. $70 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, memberships, gifted memberships. Can you guys team up and get that thing knocked out in the next 8 minutes now? Or are we going to bed early at $70?
No.
We could be.
I don't want to.
Do you know how many phone calls Alabama's probably getting? Like, how many hillbillies are trying to call with, like, their idea for executions?
I actually think that'd be great to be that receptionist. Or
All right, well, now, see, what I do usually if I find any coons under my porch, what I do is I line them all up. I give them a little injection. I paralyze them. I run them over with the lawnmower. Y'all can try that if you want to.
Now, do you mean raccoons, sir?
Yeah, coons. Coons get under my porch. I just run them over with the lawnmower. It ain't no big deal. I can run some of yours over with lawnmowers. Or what? You're coot. Hey, hang up the phone. God damn it, man. We got to stop taking those phone calls.
That'd be a fun job, and you know it. What a great thing. You're just jotting down people's ideas for the death penalty.
Aristocrat King Yeti says Mersh is going hard on Zero Dark Phony again tonight. Yeah, I hear that Zero Dark Tony guy has been like exposed as some kind of lunatic psycho creep. And I'm like, people were sending me messages about this. And I'm like, guys, I told you a long time ago just by looking at the guy for 5 seconds that Zero Dark Tony was a lunatic weirdo creep with serious fucking problems. I don't know why the internet has to do these deep dives on people and go like, oh yeah, I found out they're this and they're that. You can look at these motherfuckers and see that they're a problem.
Usually.
Zero Dark Tony was one of those guys right off the bat. When he starts off saying like really nice shit to you.
He was very complimentary to me at first.
Yeah, and then you don't say anything back to him and he goes, this guy's a piece of shit and I fucking hate him and I hope he dies and he's got... That you're like, okay, this guy's got mental problems. This guy's got some very serious issues that he's got to work through. And this is how I always feel about this shit. This is why you don't see me go back at a lot of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I always look at them and I go, this guy's nuts. This guy's out of his fucking mind. He's got serious problems.
Keep your distance.
None of which are my responsibility or my concern.
Right.
So a guy like Zero Dark Tony, everyone wants to find this evidence, and they're like, we got him. It's like, you got him? Did you take a look at him when you first saw him? You had him right there.
It's kind of like the, there's a Tampa, Terry, was it?
Tampa Terry?
That guy, too, because he was a fan. Do you remember how that ended?
No.
That guy sent me, like, really long message after really long message, spewing some weird, like, fantastical story in his head about how we, like, doxed him or something, which we're super against, and we would never do that. I have no idea where that guy is. I never would want to know where he is.
I wouldn't know what to do to find Tampa Terry.
No, so then when I was like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, in my heart of hearts, I have no idea. And he's just like, well, I heard that you co-sign people that do that. And I'm like, no, of course we don't.
What are you talking about? I would love to hear Mersh go hard on Zero Dark Tony tonight. Who knows? Maybe we hit tonight. Maybe we don't hit tonight. .. Dash with $2.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. Okay, so we got about 4 minutes left tonight. Well, about 5 minutes left. And we are $70 away from doing overtime. Can we knock that out? Let's see. A few of you click on the PayPal link there, throw a couple of bucks in or throw a couple super chats in. We'll knock out that last 70. We'll go till 9:30 tonight. Maybe we'll check in on some of this Zero Dark Tony stuff.
Okay.
We'll definitely see My Lost Interest clip of Chad Zumach getting vagina, which is great.
Allegedly.
And we've got Ed and Michelle.
So we've got a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, we got plenty of stuff coming for you guys. A lot of funny things. Scarface says, watch last night's episode of Nightwave. It was entirely devoted to Zero Dark Tony. All right, we'll check out some of that. And maybe while I prep tomorrow's show, maybe we'll do that too. Who knows?
Okay.
MSO says, save your money, people. Tax time is coming up. Well, we'll see what they want to do, MSO. It's you versus us. It's only $70, so I consider that kind of a coin flip predicament that we're in. $70 is just as easily could become a win for us as it could become a win for MSO. And like I said, wait a minute.
Oh.
Tony's debt collector. Ooh, does this person who sent that in know something about? I can't. Now I got to watch the Mersh thing and I got to see what's going on.
This is juicy.
Because Tony's debt collector with $50.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, pal. 20 away from doing this thing.
I like it.
MSO. $20 away. Let's see if that last 20 comes in. Otherwise, we still are going to do overtime now because we're inside of 50. That's just kind of a fun little thank you deal. $20 away. If you want to chip in, there are the links. I definitely want to watch this Chad thing. Now I'm really curious. I'm curious about the Zero Dark Tony thing for, again, it's another disconnect that I have with the internet, where the internet needs this evidence and the internet needs this proof that these guys are these things, and I'm going to read into this. Everyone wants to be a detective on the internet, whereas I, coming from radio, and I'm more of just an on-the-surface kind of guy.
Yep.
Like, I see them, he's a fucking lunatic, he's a psycho, stay away from him, this guy's no good, boom. And then when that's proven, I don't sit there and go, oh, let me show you all the evidence. I don't need the evidence. I told you months ago that this guy's a fucking psycho. And I'll let everyone else have fun with the evidence and the clips and the parts that show it. I just, you know me, I'm the kind of guy who just likes to do the I told you so part.
You love that part.
It's all I want.
For me, I'd actually be more interested not for that stuff, although that's very fun. I actually just kind of like to watch Mersh go in on somebody.
Mersh is very good at
He's
that.
good at it.
Von Kaiser with $10 says the patty roller gets you.
Thank you.
$10 away, boys and girls. Who wants to wrap that shit up? Ray Sistman says it took Melton zooming into an ankle tattoo to convince me you're swinging.
Do you realize I've had that tattoo since like 2018?
Well, do you not realize that we gave away the swinging thing back when Gino and Keanu were here?
That is true. She did kiss me live on air.
I mean, you guys needed a tattoo, and we were trying to tell you the entire time. It really actually kind of hurts my feelings that you guys didn't believe us, and you needed to wait until an obese man in Nevada showed you a tattoo.
No, it would have been me. Like, I probably did one of these and like pulled it out, and he's like, "Ooh, look at that." For sure, because get it, when her leg's upside down, that pineapple's also upside down.
Do you know how much that got him when he saw that pineapple? He was just like, ugh, girl skin. Ugh. And
I'm showing ankle.
That really fucked him up, for sure.
Poor guy.
All right, guys, $10 left, not the end of the world. Let's do the Chad thing, and you guys can fight and argue over who's going to do that last 10. I want some My Lost Interest right now.
I'm actually excited for this one.
There we go. Chad Zumach. Hey, by the way, congratulations between the start of tonight's show and the end of tonight's show. And I'm not taking responsibility of this for this. I'm just saying 1,000 subscribers for My Lost Interest.
Aw. Congrats, buddy.
Very, very cool, bud.
He has good work.
I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and knock out that last 10 and call it another big W tonight. Okay, Chad's Tampa F buddy. This is a 5. I love these. I love these like 5 to 7 minute clips.
That's all I can do.
These are so fucking perfect, man. It's
they are
wonderful.
They're digestible.
Digestible
right?
clips for sure. Chad Zumach had sex with his neighbor. This is tragic that this only has 189 views. This should have way more. Let's take.
I got my whole.
His actual card.
Oh,
Probably
no.
from last.
What's that?
Kate Meany. So they are still talking.
Now, hold on a minute.
Hold
on. Wait a
on.
minute. I thought this bitch said she was done.
No. I guarantee you she's not.
I thought Lemmy kicked the shit out of this girl, and she went, I don't want to anymore. I don't like that they don't said mean things about me. You went onto a show a little wind up and maybe a little pilled up. You said you were going to destroy someone. You looked like an idiot. And then they destroyed you back. And then you deleted your Twitter and I'm done and I'm finished. And then Kevin Brennan goes, hey, do you mind if I shit on you and give you a lot of super chat money to do it? And you went, it's fine. I love how you think that it's beneath you and like demeaning to you to talk about anal on a podcast, but you'll literally go on these other shows and let grown men piss on you for money.
Yeah.
And that's somehow less degrading.
Well, Lemmy, I'm guessing that she's basically just afraid of Lemmy.
That must be it.
Lemmy handled her well.
And this Kate Meany needs to stay off shows like this because...
but these men need cute girls on their shows.
God bless Kevin and whatever he's doing. He's making more money than he ever made doing stand-up. Good for him. That's great. I want everybody's families to be taken care of. But like this Kate Meany, these shows are all drama. These shows are all like really angry people who take the internet too seriously and like stalk and go after people online. Like they don't have a line between like, oh, what I'm watching is entertainment.
Yep.
It's all real life and entertainment. The lines blur for them and they don't do a good job of separating them. And Kate Meany is someone who really doesn't handle her shit being out there and people talking about it very well at all.
But then stop saying it.
That's what I'm saying.
How hard is it to stop talking about your anal sex life? If you're that uncomfortable with it, how hard is that?
Or anything. Stop talking about anything.
Let's start there.
Because all of this stuff comes back at you and you freak the fuck out and you run away and you delete all your shit. How many times are we going to repeat this song and dance before, because she's looking like she's aging already. She's like 24 years old. She looks like she's aged 4 years in the last 3 weeks. This is obviously wearing on her. This is obvious. It's a problem. And yet she keeps doing it. Nobody should feel sad for Kate Meany.
Well, no, of course not. She makes her own bed time and time again.
More people should feel bad for Chad Zumach than feel bad for Kate Meany.
Why? Because that oil can beat him up so bad?
I don't know. I'm just starting to develop a real soft spot for Chad Zumach.
See, I haven't joined you in that, so I'm always curious to see why you would ever feel
but
bad
you're
for him.
softening.
Oh.
Oh.
What do you mean? I will enjoy a fun clip.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I'm seeing, you know what
I don't see a soft spot for him.
I'm seeing something in Chad Zumach lately. There's something there. Okay. There's something there that I can believe in.
And you know what? I believe in you. So if you see something in someone, I'll wait around.
I'm telling you, I see something I can believe in Chad Zumach, and he needs to come on this show, and he needs to give it an honest try because there's something there. He's learned something the last year.
You have a close consolation coming for you.
Stuttering John?
Yeah.
Can't wait to have Stuttering John on. Someone said that Kevin Brennan paid him $3,000 to be on his show.
Wow.
And they said Kevin Brennan's going to lose his shit if John does your show for free. Well, I don't want to bring John on to be drama, and Kevin does. I want to come on and talk about Stern and Leno and all that stuff and talk about his career. And
right, where Kevin was like, oh, look at my prize piggy I've brought to the fair.
Yeah, fuck Carl and fuck Shuley and all this stuff. I don't care about, I shouldn't say I don't care about Carl. I like Carl. But I don't care about Shuley or any of those guys. Good luck to them, everything else. I just want to talk to John about John shit.
I typically don't care about anyone who doesn't care about me.
Yeah, like I can't find the hatred. And that's one of the reasons I tapped out of the John business a long time, like a year ago too, is because everyone wanted me to like hate this guy and like attack this guy and hate. And I'm like, no, guys, I thought I misjudged that Dabbleverse so bad because I thought we were all just having goofs.
That is where we started.
Right. I thought we were all just having fun, but then everybody was out for blood and everybody wanted to get this guy and get that guy. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were all laughing at each other and how silly we all were.
Yeah.
But then everybody started
weird.
taking themselves so fucking seriously. You're just like, Jesus, guys.
Who can hurt who worse?
Yeah. So, okay, Kate Meany's back on MLC, but this is not about Kate Meany. This is about Chad finding himself a fuck buddy. This is good.
The pizza last New Year's Eve, probably.
No, that's been cleaned up. I just got steam clean, gotta make it look nice.
High roller.
Will they pay for that? Or was that out of pocket?
It was landlord. Yeah.
Is that because Kate's coming down to visit you?
Oh no, I'm not coming down.
How about that late?
Whoa, that was pretty quick. First of all, I don't like Kate Meany acting like she's above going to visit Chad Zumach.
I don't either, and that response was almost too quick, whereas like she's trying to defend like, oh, of course I'm not.
First of all, Kate, the way you behave, you could be seen doing a lot worse than hanging out with Chad.
Yes.
April's almost there too. I'm going to defend Chad Zumach on this one. I don't think Kate Meany hanging out with Chad is necessarily a bad look for Kate Meany. I think it's almost a worse look for Chad.
At this point, yes.
Yeah. Kate Meany should be honored to visit Chad Zumach and hang out with him.
The funniest comedian in Florida.
Allegedly. Florida's favorite comic.
Yeah.
Chad Zumach. Kate Meany should be giddy to go visit Chad Zumach.
Did he do that show with our friends yet?
He will be. He will be.
Yeah, that's soon, right?
I would like Gino from that show to call us, and we'll talk to him. We'll talk to Kiki, and we'll talk to Chad. Not on the show. Okay. I mean, just a private phone call.
Yeah, I was about to say no.
Yeah, just a private phone call.
Right.
And we'll all talk to each other.
You seem rather excited about that.
I would love to talk to Chad. I don't think Chad understands it. I'm excited to talk to him.
Okay.
Chad seems to think that I'm up to something.
Well, you have to understand some of that's projection. He's always up to something.
I get it. But Chad thinks I'm like scheming and plotting. I'm telling you, I see something in Chad Zumach that wasn't there before. Something happened, and I know I had something to do with it. And I want to see where that goes. And as far as Kate Meany going, oh, I won't go visit Chad. Fuck you. Chad's better than you.
Give it time.
Don't you sit there and go like, oh, no, not Chad. Oh, I can't be seen with Chad. Chad can't be seen with you.
Katie, how about
Wow,
the lady?
Kate.
How about your lady friend? Is she around?
The neighbor?
Yeah, what's going on
Yeah.
with your lady friend?
Shut up.
Nothing. It was just a
Chad
thing.
told me that him and his neighbor had sex.
Yeah, what's up with the sort of discrepancy between the two stories? Because
Oh, weird. You mean Chad Zumach and Kate Meany had a conversation about who fucked who, and the stories are different, and we don't know who the fuck is telling the truth?
And you mean they're probably both non-existent like happenings?
The fucking writer's room in the Chad and Kate conversation thing seems to be kind of a one-trick pony. It's, hey, I fucked this person. This person told me they fucked this person. And then, no, I didn't. I gave him a hand job.
This feels very middle school. Like, oh, do you see who sat by who at the lunch table today?
These two are so flirting with each other.
Yes.
Kate, just go down and hang out with the mud shark.
Or you can also go down.
Yes. Give him a fin job.
Oh, God.
Kate's telling us.
Chad, you had sex with your neighbor?
What's wrong with that, Kevin?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Not the hot one that I was.
A different one.
Not the
Yeah,
hot
not
the
the
ugly
hot
one?
one.
That makes more sense.
No, not the one that was. I was analyzing.
Sure, this is a different one. How did you?
Are you working up to?
See, there's something about Chad that's different. He's lighter. He's less angry. He's less hostile.
Well, he got laid.
That could be
Do
it.
you know how long of a dry spell he probably had?
He was waiting for you.
No, he was supposed to come to me, and then he did come to Minnesota, and he never said a word.
Right. So Chad is, again, there's something there. He's different. He's lighter. He's more jovial. Chad has to talk to me.
To the hot one?
Yeah, practicing. I'm going around the complex, seeing.
Wow.
How close does she live to you? Like,
I'm not telling you.
I mean,
Brett.
well, I don't know I mean, nobody-
He's figuring it out.
What if it's a guy?
Look at our little boy.
No, don't you say our. That's
He's
if anything,
so
it's
happy.
yours.
It's my little boy. Look at my little boy.
Don't
all
you put me
grown
on
up.
that.
no, sure.
Chad's coming up for the anniversary show.
Jesus Christ.
He'll be here.
Don't make me have to find other plans for that.
Not
day.
only will he be here, by the time he'll be here, he'll have made nice with everybody.
I don't know about
He'll
all
have
that.
said his mea culpas.
Don't make me abandon you at that event.
You're not going to abandon me. Because
I
by
don't
the
want to.
he's going to be saying nothing but the nicest things to you you've ever heard by the time I'm done with him. And he's going to be up at that anniversary show with the compound people and all that stuff.
Okay.
And Chad's going to be on it. He's going to be a good boy.
Whatever you say, sir.
Melton's probably calling her right now.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, probably.
She's in. Yeah.
Okay.
She's
I mean,
in,
you can
yeah.
say within. Like,
She's in,
What's her job? Can you say her job?
That's
No.
not saying I'm saying that either.
Yeah, you don't have to say the job.
But she lives in Florida. That's all you'll say.
She does live in Florida. I'll go Ray DeVito on this
lives
one.
in your same community.
Yeah, it's just 3 years of like, hi, how are you? Making small talk and this, that.
Uh-huh. And when did it like?
3 years.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Chad plays the slow game.
He really does.
Yeah, Chad takes his time.
See, he tried to rush too much with me.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He gave himself a year, and that just wasn't long enough.
This woman, he talks to her. He's like, hey, did you go get groceries? Oh, cool. What'd you get? Oh, I like those too. He did that for like 3 years.
If they sat and chatted over groceries, that'd actually be kind of cute.
That would be cute. But like with you, he just got mad in a parking lot and he went, I'm going to fuck you. Chad's not a get it quick kind of guy. Some guys are. Some guys can get in there, charm the pants off a girl, boom, they're in a night. Chad's more of a 3-year,
a 3-year plan.
3-year
really.
plan
Yeah.
kind of a guy.
Wow.
Say to her that broke it wide open.
She came to one of my shows. I did one of those.
No way.
She came to it, huh?
I did one of those don't tell shows, and we hung out afterwards and that kind of.
And you invited her, and she came.
She brought her girlfriend. It was great.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, she's cool.
Well,
Look
good
at
for
Kate.
him.
Look at Kate up there.
I wasn't watching her, actually.
Look at her face. Look at her up there smiling as Chad talks about the girls he's
What
getting.
if it's her?
Kate's interested in Chad.
I know. She sees all like the smoke that he gets all over the place, and she's
Yeah.
like, I want some of that.
You know what else? I bet you.
look up to that man.
I bet you Chad tells her, and you might not be lying. Chad
Right.
tells her, like, you come down to Florida, I can get you booked at some clubs, like side splitters and stuff like that. He's got good relationships with some of these clubs. Because unlike these other guys who do podcasts, you got to give Chad this. He still does stand up.
And she very much likes attention, and she sees that whether it's good or bad, he does get attention.
Right.
So I'm sure that she's kind of working that angle.
Dude, she's smiling hard.
She looks happy.
Look at Kevin and Adam. They're all, let's get some information out of this guy. And she's just happy to hear that, girls hear that you're attracting other girls. They start to get a little smitten. And I think that's what we're seeing out of Kate Meany here is that she
wants to see what's up.
She wants to see why these girls are so interested in Chad Zumach, the mud shark.
And she's cool. Like, we're fine. It's not like
And you
we're
had sex
dating.
with her one time and that's it, or it's going to be a series?
No repeat.
No,
not even that close.
It was just it was like a one night thing, It was just like it happened.
Wait, you signed it. You signed an agreement.
Yeah,
saying
come
it's
on, Chad. You're being an amateur right now. You don't know if it's a one night thing. And chances are if it was a one night thing and this is how women work. If it was halfway decent and they don't have guys knocking down their door,
right?
They'll hook up the next day. They'll come back over. They're bored and they need something to do.
Well, everyone has needs, and
Right.
like you said, if there aren't a bunch of suitors at your door, and you're right, and if it wasn't terrible,
right? If it didn't suck, they're like, hey, this is more fun than sitting at home alone.
I just feel like you'd really put your back out on a futon.
I think he's got a bed back there.
Oh, cool.
I think Chad has a bed now.
So maybe his life is just generally improving. He's having sex. He's got a bed.
And but that's what I'm saying. Do you not understand what I'm saying? I'm tired of calling it with all these people and people still not believing me. I told you there's something different about him. We gave him a break. We left him alone. We came back and we checked on him, and he's doing better. And as he's doing better, he's a happier, more entertaining guy. And Kate Meany wants to go down and see him.
Yeah, he does seem happier. He doesn't seem as yelly, at least in the clips I've seen.
Chad's doing better.
He's optimistic.
one night thing?
No, I never really followed up with it, and neither did she. So we just
How bad was the sex? That you guys are like, we live close.
It was fine.
We could be fuck buddies, but like both of us would
Was
rather
it,
not.
Your unit or hers?
Hers. We were.
Oh, see,
Oh,
Kate
like
got
a
that
giggle
joke. Kate
box.
got that joke.
Unit, am I right?
Unit. Yeah.
Whose unit was it?
Look at Adam. Adam's another Minnesota boy, by the way.
No, he's not. Really?
Yeah. I'd have a drink with Adam, but I don't think he likes me.
I don't know any of these people.
We're drunk.
Okay.
So
was it after? Was it immediately after the show? It was another time.
It was another time. She asked me.
So she had a good time at the show. Did you hang out after the show?
Yes, we did.
Attaboy,
but
Chad.
you had a friend with her.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Kate, for opening this shit can.
Listen,
What's wrong? No, Chad, come on. What's wrong with this? It's good to hear that you can get some pussy.
Maybe you wanted to keep something nice, private and close to the vest so it doesn't go away.
You're right.
I don't know.
He probably did, but he's doing a good job of explaining. Look at how happy he is. You didn't see this a year ago. Remember he had permascowl on his face
I know.
constantly?
He was constantly red-faced and yelling, much like Kevin Brennan.
And now he's smiling and he's happy. By the way, Kevin looks like this show has aged him 10 years. Holy
He doesn't look the best.
fuck, does he look old. He looks like I remember my grandpa looking.
There's a room divider behind him, by the way. Like, it just
does have a
looks
room divider.
weird and old.
He looks like he's going to change in a 50s movie.
Yeah, right.
He does look fucking old, though. Holy shit.
almost-
Finally took a look at Kevin Brennan. He does look like he's aged a decade.
He almost looks better in his bike helmet and balaclava.
He's got saggy old man jowls. You see him coming in?
Yeah, I do.
Right there? Oh, no. That's a you're in your 70s look, not a 60s look. Whew. Better start
Yeah,
getting
he
that
just-
blood pressure
I don't know
checked.
if he's ever looked good, though.
Fair point. Neil's always been the better looking Brennan.
Wait, where'd you take her to that place where you got a black eye?
Yeah, she told me, don't fuck
Took
with
her
Cumia.
to the bar known as Cumia.
He even has a sense of humor.
Come on. I'm telling you guys, we're watching the redemption arc of the Mud Shark.
This is disgusting me right now.
He made a joke about his hoax.
Yeah. Can we? Okay, then, if you're in such a better place, can you disclose that was definitely you just being retarded and not somebody coming to beat you up on Cumia's behalf?
Not only that, Chad, can you not? I'll do your show too. Could you not come on this show and admit that our whole thing was fucking retarded? You're in a better place. You're getting pussy. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Sounds like a father talking to
I am. I feel like a proud father. He's come around. I don't want to have beef. I want to be proud of him. He's getting fucked. He could have Kate Meany over anytime he wants. I'm telling him that too because he doesn't know it. He doesn't know that he could invite Kate down and she would come down. And if he got her a gig at Side Splitters, he could probably cave in her back door if he wanted to.
If you got them in the same vicinity, I bet.
Yeah. She'd fuck Chad.
Maybe.
Country.
Yeah, she said, don't fuck with Kumia, and then she fucked me.
I know a place. They got a great chicken something.
That's
I'm
the
gonna
best
take it there.
story. With the
Okay,
black-
Shut up.
Do you see how that doesn't add anything?
Right. You shut up or I'll bring little Lemmy in. She'll straighten you out.
So
so
did you just meet up at her place, or did you guys go on a date?
I love Adam's in interrogation mode.
No, I'm just curious.
Chad, we're all happy for you. Like, even April, who still hates your guts a lot, she's not unhappy for you.
Hate is a strong word. I don't think about him. Hate takes a lot of energy.
But you understand, like, you look at Adam's face. He's just proud of Chad. He's happy for Chad, and he wants to know these things.
I guess.
It's exciting.
Like, to me, I actually didn't know Chad was back working with Kevin because I thought
Right.
they had a falling out.
Like, Chad, this is what bros do. Like, bros ask their bro about the pussy they got. And like, how'd you do it? Where'd you do it? Chad thinks that these people are trying to embarrass him. They're not. We want to know about how our bro's getting laid. That's all it is, buddy.
I never thought I would agree with you on that, but like,
I want to know.
I still don't really want to know about his sex life. But
So now when we go down to Florida, we got to hang out with Mersh. We got to hang out with my buddy Shane. Got to hang out with the Hulkster. We got to hang out with Chad Zumach.
guess what? You're on the Zumach night. That's a you and him kind of date. You're leaving me with one of the other options.
Okay, how about
for
this?
The night.
How about we do
Or
this?
we,
we go hang out.
I'll go to the beach.
Me, you, Mersh, and Chad, and then I'll hang out with Chad. You hang out with Mersh.
I would choose Mersh 1,000 times over.
There you go.
Like, no offense, but yeah.
And
then we'll get the mud shark laid.
I feel like it's almost insulting to put me to a choice between Chad and Mersh because it's insulting to Mersh to even put him in that category.
I want a wingman for Chad, and I want to get him laid.
Okay, so Mersh and I are going to go out and have a banger of a night. We'll go to some strip clubs or
All right.
something. And you guys, you can be Chad's wingman, and you're going to get him laid.
Okay, I could get Chad laid. Let's say Nick and I go together. How quick could we get Chad laid?
Excuse me.
Instantaneously.
If those two are coming down with us, they're hanging out with me that night to make me feel better about you hanging out with Chad. Are you kidding?
Are you kidding? You don't think
No,
if Nick meets Chad, he's not going to want to hang out with this fucking goofball?
God, I hope not. I might lose a little respect.
He would absolutely be like, I really want to hang out with this guy. I want to see what he's got.
Why do you always make him sound Jewish?
Because he sounds Jewish. He's got a big Jewish nose. He sounds Jewish. I love the guy. He's my favorite Jew.
What? Now the other one's upset.
Well, that one wants to fuck me, though. That's a little
He
weird.
certainly does.
Yeah.
Interrogate. I'm just
She
curious.
said she was having a few people over for a little mixer, if you will.
Aha, and you were the last.
And you were the only guy invited?
There was another dude, but they all went to the bars, and I kind of hung around with her. She
Hung
said,
around to help you clean up.
That's a good move, Chad.
It is. If you're interested in somebody, you definitely stay, kind of like Adam's about to say, you help them clean up.
Yeah, you hang back from the whole
Yep.
thing.
Hey,
Chad's
can I help
got
with
more.
anything?
Chad's got more game than he even thinks.
That's astonishing.
She's like, I'll meet up with you guys, and we never met up.
Wow.
So,
So you made a move or she made a move?
I could tell she was like, in that
Tuned into it.
She was in the mindset. I
Look at
go,
Kate.
Kate's pulling her shirt off her
Kate is
shoulder.
pulling her fucking clothes off, listening to Chad talk about getting pussy.
Oh my God.
Kate Meany would go down to Florida and have sex with Chad Zumach. I am calling it right fucking
I
now.
keep forgetting she's there, and then her stark white shoulder appeared, and I had to see it. Wow.
I would die a happy man if Chad had Kate
No.
Meany down to Florida and then turned her down. That would make me so happy.
That's brutal.
okay, this can go down.
What she did, she came out of the bathroom with her pants off?
Yeah,
She was keen to get in the mud.
yeah. She just, I can
Attaboy,
tell.
Adam.
She said she's like, yeah. She's like, I broke up with my boyfriend last year. Dating in Tampa stinks, and we were talking about our Bumble profiles and
Whoa.
all the dates
Think
she's
we have
gone
to
on
see that.
suck.
And
And
you just got a little closer. A little
I'm like,
closer.
yeah.
Oh, Adam's into this.
Adam's all right with this
Okay.
clip.
Jesus Christ.
And then I, yeah.
Kevin doesn't know how to do bro talk.
Really?
He's old, though. He's a senior citizen.
I mean,
he's not
he's-
supposed to.
His poonhound days are over.
Adam knows how to do bro talk.
It looks like he does. He's very excited about it.
Adam's very good at bro talk. Chad's getting there, too.
And meanwhile, Kate's just giggling like a schoolgirl.
Kate is as useless as always. If nothing else, she's consistent.
Then I grabbed her boob.
You did?
Did you grab her boob before you
No.
smooched her?
Yeah, I went like this. She's like,
It's kind of aggressive, but
Attaboy, Chad.
aggression doesn't always not work.
Right. Sometimes it works.
what are you doing?
Did you pretend to fall and brace yourself with her?
No, you just say I'm a little rusty.
Yeah, no, she's cool. There was no awkwardness.
Shut up, Kev.
Like I went home that night. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't live far.
So
And you haven't seen her
night.
since?
I was leaving on my bike and I waved. She was coming in.
That's hot. She just
Well,
fucked.
Kevin can identify with that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but Chad doesn't dress as gay as Kevin does when he's on his bike.
I don't know.
I bet you the Mud Shark's just wearing like shorts and a t-shirt.
I hope he's wearing a wife beater.
He's dressed like a cholo.
Yeah.
Big chain.
Yeah, she has a job. I'm not gonna
Hey,
tell
how
the
you
job,
doing,
but
mommy?
It's a job.
She has a job.
That's always great when the guy who just fucked you waved to him on his bike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you to fucking
Yeah.
talk?
Sir, the bike's everywhere.
You can shit on Chad all you want for a lot of things, but not for riding a bicycle.
Okay, look at how happy Chad looks in this still shot.
He's so happy.
This
God
is weird.
damn,
He's just
man.
a little cherub over here.
I told you I'm onto something here.
Okay. You always
It's not
are.
like everyone down here rides bikes. Like everybody rides.
No, I
bikes.
ride a bike. I'm just saying it's not the sexiest way to like sometimes I'll be on my bike, I'll see hot women. I want to say something, but I'm like, they're just gonna laugh at me with my fucking helmet on my fucking bike and shit.
What about when you see the paparazzi? You just ignore them.
Yeah, no, I listen. I want to talk to him. Just I didn't want to be wearing my helmet.
All right,
so
so
I,
there's the end of the clip.
I got
Good
dry
for
when Kevin started talking.
yeah. It just all kinds of goes to shit when Kevin starts talking. It's not as exciting anymore.
Yeah.
Well, great, man. That's awesome. Oh my God, Gino's been in here the whole time.
Gino.
Balls deep. Thank you for the gifted membership. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Ambivalent Bastard says, remember when Keanu kissed April live on air?
Yes, she passed me a very cute note first, asking my
Very.
permission.
Very sweet. My Lost Interest says, thank you for your support. Well, thank you for the great videos. I can't
Yeah.
tell people to subscribe to that guy more.
I quite literally will never watch this shit anywhere else.
My Lost Interest says, by the way, Chad and Kate are on the phone every day for 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, she's got to go down to Florida. And I want Chad to turn her down.
That definitely sounds like she would.
Yeah, totally would.
If she was down there.
Gino says, I'll say it again. I am not contributing to Kate's GoFundMe in 2 months. I agree with Gino. That's not going to end well because she's going to keep going on these shows that are just going to bully the fuck out of her. And she's going to think they're her friends because she's desperate for attention.
Yep.
She's got to step the fuck off.
Not wrong.
That's what I think. Gino says, actually drinking tomorrow, taking a mulligan.
We must.
Okey-dokey.
Did we miss something?
Yeah, I think Gino's just talking to people. I'm just trying to
Think so,
catch up
too.
with the chat before we go.
We missed Gino.
Chad has futon. Melton has 4-ton. Oh, because he's big and obese.
I don't get it. Please explain.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Scarface says, look at Chad actually smiling like he means it. That's what I mean.
Yeah, nothing about him looks phony in these
No.
clips lately.
Gino thinks he's on something.
I don't know.
I don't. I just think
I mean, you're both very smart men, so it's hard to decide who might be right.
I think the guy's just doing better. I do. Chad opened for Nick Swardson. Like how? Corey opened for Nick Swardson. They both are Nick Swardson openers. Chad is definitely fucking a fat chick. He got that good, dedicated head, says Scarface.
I mean, even if it is like a heavier chick, does it matter? He still got laid.
Right. I mean, if you're Chad, you can't really go begging. Or you can't, you are begging for pussy, so you can't really be picky about
You
it.
can't be choosy.
Ryan the Garbage Man says Nick Ricadowitz. Nick Ricadestein, either one.
Ricada Steen.
Toucan Sam with 199 says, Chad destroyed your family? And now you're kissing his ass? I don't. First of all, I think it's hilarious what I'm doing with Chad.
I don't think he destroyed our family, you weirdo.
I got to tell you,
He
Toucan
said-
Sam, you might be Mr. Takes the Internet Too Seriously guy. I hate to tell you this, but my family is doing wonderful.
I mean, he certainly said a lot of really nasty shit, and I don't like him, but destroyed is a bit far.
Yeah, I think this Toucan Sam guy needs to take an internet break. He's getting a little serious. Gino says, yep, are me and you the only ones that see it, Aaron? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we're the only ones who say it, but Kate is so desperate for attention, and then there's this weird cycle where she'll get the attention, and then the attention will embarrass her, and people will say mean things about her, and she can't handle it. She says, I'm going to walk away. I'm done. I'm finished. I can't take this anymore, so on and so forth. And then it'll be quiet in her room for 15 minutes, and she'll be like, fuck, I got to go on a podcast and tell everybody why I'm walking away. And then the cycle starts itself all over again. And literally, the only person who told her to her face that this was going to be bad for her was Gino, and she's the only person. Yeah, he's the only person who she thinks is the devil.
Yeah, Gino and Keanu were both very good to her for a long time. I guess she was biting the hand that feeds her.
Yeah. Chad isn't on something. He's in someone, says, geez, he's tall. Hey-o.
Lucky guy. God bless.
Gino, we might have a big party to invite you to in a tutu in a little while here, and not the anniversary party. I mean, that one too, but might have another big
couple
party
parties, and then y'all are getting married this year.
Couple of parties, and you're getting married, and we got to sneak a Vikings game in there.
Oh man,
there might be 4 or 5 Imholt Bisconti visits.
That's not going to look good for the rumors, is it?
It's going to look great for the rumors. Think of all the dick and pussy we'll be getting. Oh my God!
I don't know how.
And that's just us rotisserieing Gino. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here.
My God.
I gotta.
That visual is going to haunt me.
I got a show to do. My Lost Interest says, has April subscribed to my channel?
I don't know, but I mean, I certainly will right after the show if I haven't.
She absolutely will. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. MSO saying, you people donated and no Ed and Michelle refund. Well, I have an idea. Why don't we do some Ed and Michelle tomorrow night?
I'm totally in on that. Oh, God,
Perfect.
Gino.
Gino says, any excuse to swing on up there. Well,
I would take any excuse, yes.
There you go. We got April and I got a few things to go over, and then we'll plan a big bash, and we'll invite our friends from, as the kids say, the Big Apple. My Lost Interest equals whenever Chad is brought up. Yes, but you're here. So you lied to me. All right, let's go home. Thank you.
Let's go home.
Thank you, April.
Wait a minute. Let's go home.
We're home.
All right.
Let's go home.
Fine.
Let's talk tomorrow at 6 a.m. Central Time. And Gino, since you're here, we got to do a Rumble Friday very soon.
Yeah, I actually kind of miss you two doing stuff together.
I don't even know if Gino's against a Rumble Friday this week. I don't know if it's too early. I don't know if you would be against that.
I'm not. I could catch up on some stuff.
All right. Maybe a little Rumble Friday with Gino. We'll see. He and I will talk.
I'd love that, actually.
And maybe he'll do it. All right, guys. Tomorrow. Oh, he says yes. All right. I will text me.
That's exciting.
I'll tentatively pencil you in for Rumble Friday this week. We're going to get out of here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Be here. Can't wait to talk to you guys again. And I got to get some clips done because I'm obsessed with Chad Zumach again. We'll talk to you again soon. Again, April, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we'll be able to see ourselves.
I hope so. This has been very strange looking at blackness the whole time.
I always hate it too. It's why I live where I live. Take it easy, everybody.